Lisa. Hello, Mom Star. Hello, Danny. Hello, Juan. Hello, Maria. Hello, Angie. Hello, Mom Star. Hello, Gemma. Hello, Jewel Kitchen. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. So happy to see everyone. Hello, Ollie Molly, my baby. Hello, hello, Spirit Girl. Ollie Molly's over to like, hello, Rolling Stone. Hello, Destiny. Holly, my love. Holly, my love. Holly, my love. Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. So happy to see anyone. So, yes, we have so much to talk about. Okay. And I don't know exactly where to start. So I'm going to leave it to you to tell me where to start with all of this. Okay. So, one, please, guys, the most important. Thank you, V Goddess. But I would prefer if people don't send me any super chat today and doesn't send me any PayPal donation. So, like we said, this is going to be the weekend of Blake and Stormy Perkins. This is going to be the weekend of truth. This is going to be the weekend of just knowing what the hell is going on. So yeah, Petty University perfectly describe you. Yes, that's why I bought it. What do you think? So yes, that was a crazy live yesterday. That's not even like that is like the thing I'm going to write at the end, talk about at the end. So yeah, please, if you have PayPal, send it to Stormy Perkins 90. And if you have Cash App, send it to dash 20266. Okay, guys. Hello, Tracy. Like, hello, Buzzball. Hello, Joe. Because this is about what? This is about the truth. It's always about the truth. Okay, that's all that matters in this fucking world. No, I cannot. There is no beginning. So there, I'm gonna give you the choice. One, I think that's what I'm gonna start with though. Lacey has sent me a couple of email, and a document, and I will of course show it to you guys because it's about the truth. Okay, so it's about showing everyone's side, showing everything. Then I'm gonna show you my research on the situation. Yes, exactly. It's that I forgot her name, but when I saw that, I was like, yep, love it, love it, love it. Yeah, so she sent me a couple of email. We're gonna read it. I also want to show my research because yesterday it was a happy coincidence that that Lacey's sister came on my platform because it was not, you know, I didn't know it was going to happen until it happened. So yeah, I'm gonna show my receipt about the what I could find, so what I know to be the true. And we're gonna, of course, talk about the reaction of the people to my interview with Stormy Perkins, and everything that's going on. We're gonna talk about old Stormy, alcoholic Stormy, need Jesus Stormy. We're gonna talk about her. Yeah, no choice. Yeah, and we're gonna talk about Snoopy, I guess, and the situation that just happened. I have not watched her live of today, but I'm gonna talk about the whole she is right, she was right. I was like, she wasn't right on shit. What are you talking about? And that's one of the things I think people should know. I don't understand why people are so obsessed with being right instead of looking into the truth. Because Snoopy was right only on the fact that Lacey and Brandon were married. The whole thing with Snoopy was saying that Brandon was an essayer and that Lacey was disgusting for having married an essayer and wanting that essayer in her house. If we listen to the sister, that is absolutely not what is the reality of it. This man was accused falsely. If we listen to the sister, he was accused falsely. Like, those people are so busy wanting to say, hello, Asher. Those people are so busy wanting to be right when in reality, none of us could have been right in the situation because nobody was expecting that story. So maybe Snoopy and Stormy want to rewrite history and make it seem like they knew that Lacey had falsely accused Brendan Waters. But I'm like, bitch, I know that was not your story. I know that the problem was literally about being in contact with. I know Stormy is such a sad person. Hello, Miss D. First of all, the weirdness about being so mad that Stormy Perkins came on my platform is actually insanity. Exactly. Snoopy was insulting Brandon. So let's be clear. She wasn't right on shit, except which I gave to her was the wedding. They did get married. That's the only thing she had right. After that, what did she have right? Nothing. Lacey is not the one that wanted to have this man with an accusation in her apartment because she was the one making the accusation. So I'm like, what are we talking about right now? She was saying that Brendan Waters faked his death and that now he's back as Timothy Rogers. Like, what was she right about? So that's why yesterday, when I kept on saying the message about Snoopy, I was like, what was she right about? I gave it to her what she was right about. Right about. Lacey Robert and Brendan Waters were married. Exactly. Snoopy was not acting like, let's be clear. Snoopy wasn't defending Brendan Waters. Snoopy didn't even know who made the accusation against Brendan Waters until the sister told us it was Lacey. Hello, V love. So let's be clear. Okay. Snoopy wasn't right on shit. Okay. Brendan Waters did not fake his death. Okay. He is here alive and well. He is not Timothy Roberts. It's not because two black men have a bald head that they are the same person. So for me, I'm like, if someone is more busy after what was said yesterday to start singing about how right they were, you kind of have a mental problem because this is not about who is right. It's about the truth. The truth is the truth. Hello, dropping the tea. Yo, I was so shocked yesterday. The fuck. But now that Stormy, the only thing she had to say, and I'm talking about Stormy, the content creator, the only thing she had to say was, I was right. I'm like, bitch, you were right on what? Oh, I said that Lacey was a liar. So are you, man. You lied so many times to my face. The real question was, what was she lying about? You didn't have any answer for no one. The fuck? What were you right about? She lied. Okay, thank you. She lied about what? Because I can assure you, nobody knew that Brandon Waters was being falsely accused by Lacey. Okay? No! Oh, thank you, Wake Up and Hustle. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. But today and for all the weekend, it's about Stormy Perkins and Blake. And I love you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, and I also heard Stormy say something about she did the sister didn't hear my story. And I was like, and like, really, thank you. Wake up and hustle. Make it rain, make it rain. If you love your owl, but please, please, this weekend, make it rain, and there, and there, and there. Okay, and them. Thank you. Yeah, Phantom seems really cool. And I'm also going to talk about later on. I don't think it's really important, but later on, I will talk about Stormy, the content creator, weird ass thing about she should be on my platform. She should be on my platform. And I was like, that was so weird. Like, she was so weird. So let's be clear. You should never, like, if someone is more interested in being right and doing a dance about being right, but obviously they cannot tell you what they're right about. All they're going to tell you is that we knew she was lying. And I'm like, okay, what was she lying about? What lie did you debunk? Or did you make it harder again for Brandon Waters, who now had a bunch of people thinking that he actually essayed that? Like, what did you do? What did you accomplish exactly? So yeah, okay. I think it is really weird to be focused on I was right. And I'm like, you were not right. And I'm not blaming you for that because nobody could have been right because what the fuck was like exactly. I'm like, when they go and they act as if, oh, now this means that I was right. I never lied. Jed is not creepy. I'm like, what does any of this have to do with one another? Lacey being proven a liar. What does that prove about you? How does, like, do we live in a world that only one person can lie? Like, what? And then I know she got super offended because I said I needed to look into her because I'm like, yo, you keep on lying. Of course, I need to look into you. Oh, I'm gonna look into you too. I'm like, knock yourself out. Only people who are guilty of something are scared of people looking into their life. Okay, I'm like, my name is out there. If there was something to find, believe me, Danny would have found it already. But yo, go find whatever the fuck you want to find. What you're gonna find is that I'm an extremely boring person. So yes, we're gonna continue to talk about the Stormy thing later. Exactly. I'm like, what does one have to do with the other? If the only conclusion you came out with by coming out of listening to what the sister had to say is to say that, well, no, oh my God, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, Cups. Thank you. Make it rain, make it rain. If you love your owl, thank you. I love you. Thank you. But please, please, I love you. But this weekend is about them. Okay? They don't need to come on my platform. They don't need to do shit. Okay? It's literally because I'm like, that was insane what I heard yesterday. I am so sad. Hello, Tanika. I am so sad about what I heard yesterday. That was actually traumatizing. So, yes, I will continue to talk about Stormies, the content creators, weird ass meltdown. Hello, my chat, and hello, Cups. I love you, but please, today we are helping that 18-year-old, okay? Like, I don't know how much is the car that they're talking about, but let's help. Thank you, dropping the tea. I was so shook, like, what in the mental illness? I'm like, none of us could have predicted this. I'm like, Snoopy spent a whole week talking about how disgusting Brandon Water was. And let's be clear, if she had known that the complaint came from Lacey, I'm pretty sure she would have double look, okay? But she didn't know because she didn't know. Because why? Why? Because she didn't know. The only thing I give to her, and I will give it to her, and guys, you know I am fair. I don't like her, but I will give it to her. She found the marriage certificate. Okay, the marriage certificate that really. No, they're probably busy being like, I was right. I was right. Madgie was wrong. Madgie was wrong. Madgie was wrong. Madgie was wrong. Um, okay, like that's probably what they're doing right now. And I'm just like, this is so not the point of the subject. Like, guys, you don't know my shock. Hello, Polo. You don't know my shock when I saw that the first live of Stormy was, and Stormy Perkins, Stormy, the content creator, was only about me. I was like, what the heck? What? How can you listen to 3 hours of this live and the conclusion is, I was right and Madgie was wrong, 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 wrong. I'm like, what the fuck? Hello, bird. I'm like, the fuck? This is the conclusion. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm like, this was the conclusion. Okay. Who am I to judge you? Okay, fine. Like, guys, you don't know the shock. I started laughing. Then I got mad because of how she felt. And I'm talking about Stormy, the content creator, how she felt kind of entitled to Stormy Perkins coming on her platform. And I was like, listen, she can go where she wants, okay? Like, I really didn't like that she sent her a PayPal or whatever for her to come up. I was like, listen, we're just doing it out of generosity, okay? We're doing it because those people have suffered and now they have to be on the internet defending themselves, okay? That sucks. Like that 18-year-old, I wouldn't want to be 18-year-old in this sector, okay? Dropping the tea. Yo, dropping the tea. All the time that I was doing that, all I could think about was, but wait, there is more. I was like, what the fucking shit is going on? Okay, and that's all I had to say, okay, about the situation. So when I say, guys, I want you this weekend, okay? And I have not cried at all. Hello, Shannon. I have not cried at all about wanting a $500 for a stupid ass appeal that is just literally stupid because what's the point? Okay. I want you guys to make it rain for those people. Make it rain for that 18-year-old that had to go to prison for a grown ass man. Okay? Make it rain for Stormy Perkins, who had to literally go on panel all night to debunk the lies. Okay? Make it rain for this family that keeps on suffering and then have to go and defend their honor on the fucking internet. That's why we're making it rain. Not because we want her on platform. The fuck? Let them do what they want to do. If they don't want ever to come on platform, Madgie understands. And that's why yesterday, when Phantom was on my live, he asked me, yo, drop my link because I really want to talk to the young man as a man to man. And what was my reaction? Yes, you should do that, man. Let's drop his link. Like, you should go there man to man because Phantom is such a comforting presence. I feel like first of all, he really knows Lacey because he has known her for a year. And at the end of the day, I am a girl that literally just learned about everything a week and a half ago. And not even everything, like, you know what I mean? So, and that's why I'm like, we're gonna read Lacey's email because Lacey has sent me email, also send me a page of something that I haven't read it yet. So we're gonna read it. And like I said, for me, all the time, forever, the truth is the truth. If I was being right about being right, like those weirdos down there, okay, I would have not listened to the sister. I would have not listened to the son, because I would have been busy wanting to be right. But as I am not busy wanting to be right, okay, I'm busy wanting to be right. I am not. Fuck me being right. The truth is the truth. Even if it contradicts what you believe, the truth is the truth, guys. Fucking weirdos. Fucking weirdos. Like, no, guys, I was really shocked. So yes, we are gonna read the email together, guys. Hello, G Bliss. Oh, G Bliss, I saw that you said that you deserved an apology. An apology for what? I repeat, do I look like I like Snoopy? If you go on Snoopy, you ain't a little owl. What do you mean? What do I need to apologize for? But of course, you're welcome. You're just not a little owl, but you're welcome here. You will be treated politely. But I saw that you told me you need to apologize. I'm waiting for my apology. What do I need to apologize to you for? What should I have believed that Brendan Waters faked his death for a case that was dismissed and then reappeared as Timothy? Wow, the story is insane. Yes, I will call you out for Jed. What? And that is one of the things with people who want to be right and don't care about the truth. They will be like, I am right, therefore everything I believe is right. Therefore, I'm like, no. First of all, you were barely right. Okay, you just knew that she was a liar. But listen, you be chilling with other liars. Like, because Lacey's a liar, now it means, what's his name? What's her name? Stormy is a model of truth. And I can promise you she ain't. And Jed still has a rainbow, a forest, a planet of red flag. Okay? I have never been influenced by what Lacey has said. The only thing he did is brought it to my attention. Okay? But what convinced me of Jed being a weirdo is the fact that he protested too much. Just be cool. Just be, yeah, it's weird. I am old. I've known her for maybe 4 years. The mom don't want me to be near her. And yes, blah, blah, blah. But sincerely, it comes from my bottom of my heart. I am a good person. I just want to help her. No, he got agitated. Oh, do I lie? Yes, I lie. Everyone lies, but I'm not a liar. Liars act as if they never lie, and they always act higher than thou because they lie so much that they're like, shit, you won't believe shit anymore. When I'm like, me, I'm just like, yeah, sometimes, yeah, I guess to save my own skin, yeah, I'll lie. If it's about saving my own skin, yeah, bitch, I'll lie. But naturally, just to win, nah. But yeah, to save my own skin, yes, I will. No ifs or buts about it. Yeah, that's cool. Be neutral. Just you're not a little owl. What is wrong with that? I've said it. Okay. For me, I'm like, you're welcome here. I'm all cool. But if you're here loving on my haters, then don't judge me. What am I judging you for? Oh, because you're sitting with people I hate? Oh my God, am I supposed to be some type of paragon of neutrality? Like you are somewhere where I hate everyone there, and I'm supposed to be like, kumbaya, my love, kumbaya. Okay, but yes, okay, fine. Okay, okay, fine. Okay, fine. I shall stop repeating that you're not a little owl. I will be nice and polite. Okay, okay, fine. My little owl are calling me out. Fine. I hear. I listen. Fine. So the email is called Did They Show You This? And I don't know why it just starts with where he was naked. I'm like, what the fuck? Where he was naked and the youth challenge letter identify a job corp with identifiable tattoos on his back, proving someone took the image of his back where he worked. Do they tell you the sexual abuse examiner of the county, her family doctor, and a psychiatrist wrote letters saying the man who pulled a gun on me and hurt his daughter actually was manipulating the case to gain access to me? Did he tell you that my ex-husband had to rock her to sleep? She's terrified and still in therapy and psychiatry. Did they tell you she disclosed to her doctor that the what is a GRL? Do you know what a GRL is? That the gal? What is gal? Does someone know what a GRL is? That the gal was entered in my request or that the gal what the guardian ad litem. Okay, what does that mean? Okay. Okay, so it's a court appointed individual, often a lawyer or trained professional, tasked with investigating and representing the best interest of a child or legally incompetent person during legal proceedings such as custody, divorce, and abuse case. Okay. Okay, so the guardian did what? That the guard, okay, was entered in my request, or that the guard, okay, and judge gave me some custody. Well, you're the fucking mother, lady. I hope you got some custody. What does some custody mean? He said I photoshopped the photo, the image, less dogs. Don't be so quick to judge. I don't give a fuck who dogs who. I lied about the marriage charity. What marriage charity? To protect my daughter. She was with him. I have image. I also have other information. So now she's saying that her daughter was essayed by that man. And she had never told us, remember, guys, she had never told us that she kept on telling us that her kid were never touched. Her kid were never touched. Her kid were never touched. So now, not only is it that one of her kid was touched, but two of her kid were touched. Why the fuck you lying? Were your kid touched or they were not touched? I don't see how lying about being married to Brendan Waters protect your daughter. So that means to protect your daughter, you're ready to throw away your sister and her own family. J Bliss. Okay. So it was okay to throw your sister into the mix because you want to protect your daughter. So her daughter don't fucking matter. What are you fucking saying, lady? I lied about the marriage charity to protect my daughter. She was with him. I have image. I also have other information, but I want you to know those court case and the divorce were over my daughter, and the judge did not allow Blake's case to be entered into consideration because he was not found guilty, Lacey. How convenient that the moment that you want to have custody of your daughter, there is suddenly an accusation of essay of your boy. It is highly, incredibly convenient. Yes, which we all know Snoopy knew, which is why she was defending Brendan Waters for weeks now. Remember, guys? She knew from the beginning. She is so smart. She has the mind of a mastermind. Oh, hello, Blake. If you want to come up, you're of course welcome. You don't have to, okay? Like, I got exhausted yesterday hearing about me wanting content, and I'm like, I'm only here for the truth, okay? What my little owl are interested in, I am interested in, and my little owl count on me that if they bring something up, I will look at every song. We are not there yet. Like I said, this is a weekend of madness. I do not expect anything more than madness continuing. Of course, and he is, of course, welcome to. I am just a little traumatized. I think I'm just a little traumatized because Stormy, the content creator, was so outraged at Stormy Perkins coming on my panel. And I was like, what the hell is going on? Isn't it not about giving this family a platform to talk? God, I didn't know it was that deep, man. The fuck? I was suddenly accused of a whole conspiracy. J Bliss, man, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm used to G Bliss. Okay, this does not roll out of my tongue. So who are those people that were in Snoopy and I didn't call them out? Tell me so I can call them out too. So yeah, let's continue reading the beautiful email because I received 3 emails. So why do they keep on having fucking word with H? I hate the letter H. Ventisha. Ventisha is not a little owl. Who gives a fuck? I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Do you want me to call out non-owl? Nah, Madgie, don't give a fuck. Okay, nah. Oh, if you're a non-owl, knock yourself out. Uh-oh. And your mom. Bye. Oh no, if you're in the bushes, I don't give a fuck. It is the hi Snoopy, hi Polly, hi RC, hi. I'm like, but listening, yo, I listen. I had to. I was forced to because Stormy ain't giving us nothing, nothing. Ah, man, no, eh? Okay, my chat is clearly not a little owl. Okay, whoa. Exactly, Ventisha. We're cool. You ain't a little owl. The fuck? Nah, G Bliss. Nah. You're not. You ain't calling out actual people that have nothing to do with me. Oh, Vantisha, you have always been extremely respectful. You come in peace. I don't give a fuck. Mhm. Okay, I also have other information, but I want you to know those court case and the divorce were over my daughter, and the judge did not allow Blake's case to be entered into consideration. Sole custody was recorded. He is literally lying, saying he's not the one with the sick past. He has promotion for littles where grown women pretend to be little girl during SEX. The image were witnessed by police in a setting with minors. Someone had to take the picture of his back. So was that entered when the case was going on? Like, I don't understand. Okay. My sister was with him. She stole my identity and order to protect my daughter. I just say yes. Okay. So I fucking know the sister was not with him because, like I said, like yesterday, the sister coming up, that was not in the program. I didn't know that was going to happen. But I actually did a fucking enormous research which is why I'm literally saying that, like, I know everyone's name because, and I know everyone's girlfriend name, okay? Because I was like, okay, and like, Lacey is lying to me. Stormy, content creator, didn't send me any information, obviously, except to tell me she lies. She lies. And I'm like, uh, uh, thank you for the thank you for your feedback. Mhm. Like, I thank him for the feedback. So yeah, and Snoopy's version was absolutely insane, and the story is already insane, but Snoopy version literally made no sense. The sold house. So Maggie sending all the super chats she's gotten yesterday, today, and tomorrow to Snowy and Blake. Yo, if I remember in 1 month, sure, okay. The soul, sure she is. So did you come to just be antagonistic? Be like Ventisha. Ventisha is a good example. Be like Ventisha. Hmm? Stop sucking, right? This is not about me. If you're making this situation about me, that is when I know you don't give a fuck about like what's going on. You don't give a fuck because it's about the truth. And here you are being like fucking antagonistic. Stop being a weirdo, okay? Yes, because I lie. Did I say I was going to give my super chat? Or did I say don't send them to me because anyway, YouTube takes 45% of the super chat and then I have to pay American taxes on that? So, did I say I was going to give my super chat or did I not say don't donate to me, donate to them? So that's the second weird ass comment you make. The third one, you're bye. Okay? So, I will explain again. For the weirdo that are not little owl, you have no right to confront me about shit. The people I own any type of explanation are the little owl. Okay? Those are the only people I need to have it. Wait, sold is Luna's blade? Oh, you're an ex little owl. Is that why you're so bitter? Stop being bitter, okay, darling? Oh, it's Luna. Stop being bitter, darling. It's not about you this weekend. If you want to confront me about the pain of not being a little owl anymore, you can come to me like next week, okay? I absolutely forgot. I was like, I didn't know who it was. I was just like, who the fuck is this person? Yo, if it doesn't concern my little owl, I'm like, huh? And let's be clear, Luna ain't a little owl. So be like Ventisha, okay? People who are not little owl, you have three, three only, okay? And then your time out. I will come back. Give me 1 second, guys. Yes, Loki, yes. Okay. Whew, sorry guys. Someone had bloop, bloop. Yes, I fucking forgot. Okay. Ring the bell. Someone ring my bell. So yeah, I'm back. I'm back. So yeah, no, Luna, it's not about you today, okay? It's really not fucking about you. It's so not about you. Ooh, Luna, this is the third fucking weird ass comment. Stop being weird, man. Can you just be like Ventisha? Jesus Christ. So yes, continue, yeah. My sister was with him. She stole my identity in order to protect my daughter. I just said yes. I thought it was to protect your sister. Anyhow, I said I had the live schedule to show why I did it. He cannot see my daughter because she's terrified. We all know children can be manipulated by another parent to believe things, okay? Like, I don't know. Like she has a pattern of trying to put restraining order on people. Like I said, I did a big research on her things and the number I will show you, okay, guys, after we read the fucking email. Okay, because she's terrified and the judge actual abuse examiner and her psychiatrist were disclosed too. Okay. One, if that was true that there was actual physical evidence of Brendan Waters doing anything to the daughter, he would be accused of something. Like if just for like talking, he was accused and charged and then had to go to trial for that situation. How is it that if the judge actual abuse examiner, just the fucking examiner, man? Why all that fucking word? Anyhow, anyways, it's not the judge. It would be the police. I am in hell. I am in the hell of my own making. So let's be clear. If that was in any way true, that man would have at least a charge, like at least one charge, at least like how old is the child now? I think the child is 12, from what I understand. The charge was for the little boy, and yes, they did dismiss the charge. They were not about the little girl. Like the charge about the little girl, that is just something that now is appearing because she wants sole custody. Okay. There was no charge on that. That is the little boy, Blake. So, moral of the story, that makes no fucking sense. Okay. My son is literally on the side of my sister and brother for money. Make it rain for Blake. Make it mother fucking rain for, yes, fuck you and money. Make it rain for Blake. Because that's whatever. My son is literally on the side of my sister and brother for money. He called me laughing. He would get it. He will get what, little girl? He'll get what? He's saying I put out the image of him, yet I was taking it down. Who put image of him? What is she talking about? What is she talking about? Illis. So that's the Illis. I will be on soon. Thank you, Blake. Thank you, Blake. Of course, like I said, no pressure, okay? Illis out the picture she found. He has paid 243 to child support this year. Why are we talking about child support when we're talking about SA? Oh, save me, baby Jesus, save me. I will not get up there with my sister, but I just want you to know. Listen, like I keep on telling her and I keep on telling her again and again and again, she needs to come up and actually explain herself. Okay. She knows I will be neutral when talking. I will just ask questions because I'm not blind anymore. Wow. Try to submit a Photoshop. Okay. She said on your platform, my father wouldn't do that that tried to kill, to unalive a cop facing charge for trying to unalive a woman. Okay. I will need to do research on the father, I suppose. Okay. You don't have to read it. Oh, I didn't put my message. I said, Lacey, just come up. I will read your email, but you're the only one who can tell your story. Woo, stop! I love you. Stop it. Thank you, though. Make it rain if you love your owl. It's a great thing that you're doing for them, but this support is for you and all the great work you're doing. Thank you, my love. Thank you so much. But we need to make it rain for Blake. Okay, like sincerely, I want every donation I ever receive to be at least double to them. Like, I love you guys. You know, we love each other, but this weekend, it ain't about me. And anyone is making it about me is weird. But love you, Cubs. Thank you. You don't have to read it. I'm just showing you this before you go defending him. I guess she's talking about Brandon Waters. And before you go presenting thing as fact because no proof of any of the lies on me. Well, first of all, the first lie is that you were not the one married to Brandon. Second lie is that you said your child were not touched by anyone. So already there is two lies. So what are we talking about? Just tell your story. Okay. Don't lie. Just tell your story. Good, bad, in the middle. The truth is the truth. It doesn't matter. She had my niece right there, and I had to end my live, and she had her right there screaming and talking about SA. What? I know Stormy Perkin went on Lacey's panel yesterday. Were the children shown? I didn't watch it. I didn't have the time. Hmm. And put her on camera. How is Stormy to say me telling her I'm going into the room my daughter is there, to my sister screaming about all if that and showing my niece's face to run down her dad? Hey Blake, I'm dropping the link if you want to. I was just reading what your mother said. I don't know if you heard. I'm showing the email. I don't understand, especially that last email. That doesn't seem like English to me. I don't understand what it means. Who is Blake? Blake is the child of Lacey, the second son. There is a first son, there is a second son. That second son is the one that she said was essayed by Brendan Waters. He is 18. And yes, I don't like I said, I always said, I don't like 18-year-old coming. I don't think 18-year-old frontal lobes are fully developed. But when you have a mother lying on you like that, what is there to do, right? So that's why I'm like, you need to help that boy. Yeah, he is a boy. He is a young man that has seen way too much. So sad. Like it's like also like the daughter of Jed, so young, so young. They should be dumb and full of cum and just be chilling. Oh, I'm so happy, my little owl. Like I said, this weekend is about Blake. It's the Blake weekend. So everything, go, go, go. Allez, allez, allez. Go, go, go. Allez, allez, allez. So yeah. Yes, Isa. We're really happy. We're really happy. All the little owl, you're great. I love you all. You did good. Same for the non little owl who sent him donation. You're good. Good job. So yeah, those emails were pretty interesting. So first, I can I see the other email? Yeah, for sure. Like she sent me 3 emails this morning. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna show the email and I'm gonna show my information because like I said, I had looked into the whole situation with the family. And while Brandon and Lacey were married, the sister, Stormy Perkins, had a court record for living with her girlfriend and getting evicted in 2014. Which means, how can she be living with her girlfriend, but then also being married to Brandon? So that made no sense already. And that was one of the things I found that was really weird. And so that's when I found Anthony, Brandon, everyone. So just to be sure, she has 4 significant others that we need to know about. The first one is Anthony. He is the father of the two sons. Anthony is died in 2012. Um, when he died, he was not with Lacey because she's trying to confuse the husband. You're gonna see that she's gonna confuse the husband. So yeah, she was with Anthony, had 2 sons with him since 2011. And we can see that by the fact that they were living at the same address. Since 2011, she was with Brandon Waters. And with Brendan Waters, she divorced him in 2019. Yeah, she confuses the husbands. Like she'll be like, "Oh, that one is that one," but she will then move the thing. Like now we're at the second husband, so that is Brendan Waters. Okay, so yeah, they were together for a couple of years, like 8 years, and they had one daughter that she tried because she didn't want to admit that she was the one that was married to Brendan, and she was acting as if the sister was the one that was married to Brendan. Christy, it's not about this. Let's focus, baby. Let's focus. Let's focus, baby, Christy. Let's focus. Okay, the story is complicated enough. We all love you. We all love each other. Not the time. So, let's focus. Well, they were all her significant others. Anthony, she never married him, but like she never married him, but she had 2 kids with him. The second son, Blake, is the one in the chat right now. The other son, Brendan, is 19, and he is living with Lacey and her last husband and her last man, Cal. You see? So you see there's 2 men between Anthony and Cal. Okay, Christy Ollie, I love that. Thank you. I'm like, no, no, no. This is not about us. I mean it when I say this is the weekend of Blake. So yeah, Anthony never married, had 2 sons, Brandon and Blake. Blake is in the chat. Anthony died in 2012. Brandon and her were together since 2011 and got divorced in 2019. They had 1 daughter and they were married. Now let's talk about her lies. She said that she was never married to Brandon and tried to make it seem like her sister, Stormy Perkins, was the one who was married to Brandon. When in reality, you can literally see that when you look at her marriage certificate, it says dissolution with child. So how can the sister have a child, but they barely knew Brendan? Like, it didn't make sense. Okay. Clearly, if there was a child, that should have, there should be something. So she had that child with Brendan, but the child she had with Brendan, she said that she had that child with her third husband, Timothy Roberts. Okay. And we know she was like the 2 people we know for sure she got married to are Brendan and Timothy. Cal, I don't know if they are married, but they are together. Because why I'm saying that is because when she gets married or she gets with someone, it's like she changes her name to that person. Like when she got married to Brendan, she spent like 8 good years being called Lacey Waters. Then when she got with Timothy, his family name is Timothy Roberts. So that's how she's known with us, Lacey Roberts. Cal, his family name is like Holbrook or something like that. I have it in my truth finder. Cal Rollstone, my bad. Wow, that was not at all what I said. Rollstone. Daddy was a rolling stone. Okay, whatever. So yeah, but she was not married with Timothy long, from what I understand. Maybe because they divorced and like when did they divorce? Let me find it. So I know though that she got divorced officially with Brandon in 2021. So I guess she probably got married in 2021, knowing how fast she goes. But like I said, she's a Rolling Stone. Where is the thing? No, where are you? Okay. Yeah. Oh, what? Were you committing bigamy, bitch? Okay. Wait, wait. Slow down. No way. What the fuck? What is going on? Okay, guys, was she committing bigamy? Because she divorced Timothy Roberts in 2020. It was finalized in 2021. Wait, wait. No, she did not. Okay, sorry. Oh my god. No way. Oh my god. The bitch coming in. Oh my god. What is going on? The fuck? No, that's the wrong one. Oh my god. Okay. So let's be clear. You see that all, guys? Let's put it bigger. It's illegal. That's what it is. Because she used different names. So Lacey Waters versus Brendan Waters. She initiated the divorce in 2019, you know, and then a couple of months, either earlier or later. Yeah, a couple months first, she had accused him of essaying Blake, and their divorce was finalized in 2021. So it took 2 years for the divorce to be settled. Okay, like it took a long time for the divorce to be settled. And I think Lacey couldn't wait. Wait. Because look at this. She got divorced in 2021. Again. How can you have two divorces in the same year? That's Leslie Roberts versus Timothy Roberts. Oh no, yeah, here. You see, the petition for the dissolution of marriage was in 2020. What am I doing? Doxing? Yo, at this point, I'm just like, listen, everyone's name is out. I'm gonna take the same attitude that the sister took, which is everyone can access that, so fuck it. And I agree. So yes. Are you Blake? Are you okay, Blake? Asher, can you just not like, you know, 18-year-old? Thank you. Exactly. I'm like, everyone is ducks in that family at this point. Now, if you don't think it's hilarious to find out that she committed bigamy right now, of all the things I've learned, can that be funny? Oh my God. Can I have one moment of like, ha ha, this is fucking dramatic? But I wasn't expecting to learning the bitch was committing bigamy. Yo, can that be funny? Oh my God. People want me to be such a serious, like, "Mm, she committed. No, that's their name. Okay, like, yo, I can fucking laugh about the bigamy shit. Let me laugh about bigamy because I wasn't expecting to find bigamy. Thank you. As for doxing, whatever, at this point, fuck it. Okay. People are going to accuse everyone of everything. If anyone has the cojones to go after the 18-year-old, I will send you to Jesus. Like, do you understand this? I will send you to Jesus. Okay? Let the 18-year-old tell what he has to say. Fucking shit. Oh my God. And of course, now I realize the same should be afforded to Jed's daughter. Yeah. Listen, if people accuse you of doxing when Snoopy be there showing a whole address, just tell them to go suck a D. Okay? There are some people that deserve to say that you deserve to say suck a D. And they should suck the D and leave you alone. Like, I would have done a PowerPoint if I had the time. Hello, Star. Hello, Sassy Paws. Yeah, say what you want, Blake. Don't even worry about anything. If there is anyone saying anything about anything, I will kill them. No. Like, no, don't be scared. There is nothing to be scared. Like, nobody is going to go and torment the fucking 18-year-old for the love of God. Yes, Ollie, don't even worry. The only person talking about doxing is Asher. Asher is really sensitive to doxing. So, yeah. I will do a fucking PowerPoint, okay? And that's why I led the Ollie Molly's message and then she got shy. Okay, but I was like, oh, it helps to see like the name. So I will clearly do a PowerPoint, guys, okay, to help people. Because if I had done a PowerPoint and I put up my date, I will have realized that bigamy was happening. Wow, insanity. Wow. Oh my God. Okay, so you see, also that's what I was talking about with Lacey, that she has a history of putting restraining order. She put a restraining order on that Martin dude. She put a restraining order on that Sangha dude. Okay, and both didn't pass. Both didn't work. I don't know why. Oops. There is only, like, when you look at the divorce with Timothy, it just says petition of dissolution for dissolution of marriage. That's all it says. Even though Lacey tried to say that her daughter was with Timothy, it was clearly with Brandon, because you see petition for dissolution of marriage with children. Okay? There you go. Here, while she is happily with Brendan, living with Brendan, which is confirmed because even in Antelius, we see that from 2011 to 2015, she shares the same address with Brandon. I don't know why. Stormy also shares that address, which is why I said what I said, which is true, that Stormy's name was also associated with that address. But as you can clearly see here, you see Danielle Snyder, Frank Gatland versus Kaylee Karn and Stormy Person. Kaylee Karn was Stormy Perkins' girlfriend. Bad gal. Really bad gal. Bad. She was a bad gal. When we do the Hulu like TV show, that is a bad girl. Give it all the word. Give me all the word. Okay, like I have to find some levity. Okay, she has a long rap sheet. So she was living with her boyfriend, bad girl, in 2012, and she was evicted by Danielle and Frank. So how can she be living with Stormy, with Lacey, if she's getting thrown out with bad gal? So I was like, but how? She's married. She's getting married to Brandon while being with bad gal. That makes no fucking sense. Okay. Then there is the report on Cal, which terrified me to no end. Okay. So I found like her boyfriend, Cal Rollstone. He has her. He has a rap sheet. Where do I even start? Okay, so let's start with the last one because strangely, you know what's fascinating? Cal had no rap sheet really, but then he just started having like a bunch of crime in 2020. Isn't that like weird? Strange coincidence, isn't it? Like, look at the date. This is a 41-year-old man. Never had anything from what I see. Suddenly in 2021, I think a tornado must have hit him because he be. And I'm gonna give a tip to Snoopy. She went on Entelius. You also need Truth Finder. That's why you don't have enough. I don't reveal all my secret, but since she made me realize that in America you can just find divorce record, I'm giving her Truth Finder. It's way more accurate than Entelius. Okay, girl? I'm a fair person. She was right about Lacey and Brendan being married. All the rest, but Brendan came back from the dead as Timothy because two black men look alike. I'm like, okay, my girl. They just literally have bald head. They don't look alike. And they are light skinned. Hmm? That's the two things they have in common, man. So, as you can see, the first charge in 2021 was out of state fugitive, extradition wave. Listen, she gave me that site, okay? That site was awesome. Like, I mostly use Truth Finder that site and interviews to really make the story clear in my head, as no one was sending me nothing. Stormy never sent me no case number. Lacey didn't send me no marriage certificate. So I'm like, listen, I had to do it. I was like, fine, I'll do it myself. So yeah, we need to give, like, I'm giving her like the prop she has, which is the marriage of her. They call her lazy for a reason, Maggie. I don't even know who you're talking about, Sassy Paws. So whatever. So complaint, criminal complaint filed. Okay, so he had an extradition thing. I don't know why he needed to be extradited anywhere. After that, in 2022, 3, it was about distribution of a controlled substance, contributing to the delinquency of a minor. I suppose that must have something to do with Blake. I see abuse of a child does not result in unalive or great bodily harm. So yeah, he had conspiracy to commit distribution of a controlled substance. So yeah, that was pretty hardcore. That was like felony level, I think. Yeah, class F3, F4. Yeah, that was with you. Mm-hmm. And like I said, this man had nothing before strangely meeting Lacey. Oh, he had a lot. Contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Again, he was found not guilty for contributing to the delinquency of a minor. He pleaded no contest. He was found not guilty of conspiracy to commit distribution. So not guilty, no contest, not guilty, no contest. So when Lacey is saying that Cal took the rap, I cannot possibly see how, because it's literally just non-guilty and no contest. So I'm not sure I understand when she's telling that story. Not sure I understand at all. Okay, not guilty again. She lied. Okay, he had failure to register or title a vehicle as required. That must have something to do with Lacey, because Lacey keeps on, okay, having problem with registering a vehicle. I don't know why. Again. And that again is the thing with the car. So he was found guilty of that one. Ah, la, la. Okay, that's what your aunt was talking about with the no driver license. I suppose your thing is sealed. You were a minor when that happened. Of course, it's not available. That's good. I don't know who Alonso is, okay? Never heard of Alonso. I'm like, Alejandro. I'm like, I don't know who Alejandro is at all. Okay. Who is Alejandro? Yeah. Blake, can you come up? I have some question if you're cool with that. I have no idea who Alejandro is at all. Okay. And I'm like, do I need to know? Do I need to check it out? Please don't make me check it out. Okay. People get mad at me enough just for existing. Hello, Aspen. Don't be sorry, babe. Alonso. Okay, whatever his name is. So yeah, Cal Richard Rollstone, Truth Finder. Okay. Criminal and traffic record. So yeah, he still had a entry. Ah, okay. All good. So yeah, as you can see here, yeah, no, Blake, don't feel any pressure at all. So yeah, arraigned felony conspiracy. That was in May 25, 2006. Arraigned conspiracy to commit breaking or entering. Burglary, habitation, force. I'm like, I don't know what all of this mean. What is like possession of CX? Do people know what that mean? That was in 2014. Oh, he robbed his next door neighbor for substance. Okay, possession of CX PG1 less than 1 gram. So he robbed no like his house. You know what? Fuck it. We can just ask ChatGPT. Because I'm like, what is that? What is pus? It looks like possession. Or was it committed with gas? I'm like, thank you. I needed someone to help me. Like pus looks like possession. He had less than a gram of drug substances. Wow. Okay. So yeah, it's about wow. So what? He had both? That was in 2021. What is it with 2021? I'm so dead. Okay, Cal is Lacey's current boyfriend. Okay, he is the man right now at this second. Okay, being with her. All I know is that she divorced Timothy in 2021. I don't think Lacey is someone who stays alone. I think she has been with Cal for a little while. So it must be around 2021, 2022. And this man went from not having much. I'm not sure when the possession was, but now he be stealing from neighbors. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Okay, cool. Now I understand. Okay, yeah, he stole from his neighbor. He also okay in 2014. Thank God. Okay, he had possession of a control. Woo-hoo! Guys, do you remember when Mel was asking if Cal was her giver of substances? Blade, do you know anything about that? Okay, he had two time he was caught with possession of less than one. Oh, okay, no, this man is just Alonso. I don't know who you are. Blake, do you know when he started dating you? Aren't the pills substances? What do you mean? Is he like a doctor? Like he's giving her pills? Is that what you're saying? Damn. Okay, so he already committed like burglary. Oh, he's short. Wow. He's really small. Madge. Yes, Madge. I'm like, I don't know who you are, Alonso. Do you have a confession? Okay, yeah. Failure to register vehicle 2022. I do feel it must have something to do with oh hell no. Well, yes, they're both he got from a doctor. Those charger with the possession was like ME. Wow. So did anyone decode what the hell that email was about? You don't have to read it. I'm just showing you this before you go defending him. And before you go presenting thing as fact because no proof of any of the lies on me. Why would that strike my page? What has that anything to do with me? That has nothing to do with me. She had my niece right there and I had to end my life and she had her right there screaming and talking about SA. Does anyone was in Lacey's chat when their sister was up there? Was there anything about SA or anything? Like, was there anything about it? Okay. And put her on camera. Yes? Okay. How is Stormy to say me telling her I'm going into the room, my daughter is there? What does this sentence mean? Do you know what, guys? Do you understand what it means? Lacey or is Stormy to say me telling her I'm going into the room, my daughter is there? Read it again. Okay. How is Stormy to say? But why is she putting a Y? Is she talking about the content creator or her sister? To say me telling her I'm going into the room, my daughter is there. Oh, Stormy was asking her daughter to acknowledge something. Let me see. There you go. Okay. Stormy the CC. Okay. Stormy was saying that on her live that Stormy said that Lacey said that she had to go to another room because Lacey's daughter was there. What does that? I still don't understand the sentence. Stormy was saying that on her live that Stormy said that Lacey said that she had to go to another room because Lacey's daughter was there. What does this mean? What does this mean? Why does it matter if someone had to go to another room? Why do we care? Do we care? Do we not care? My aunt was in her room when talking about essay. Then another convo started about my cousin saying their dad. My aunt walking in there and asked, "Do you want to see your dad?" Then boom, it end. Wow, shit. Okay, so she asked a question that was not okay. Thank you for explaining. Lacey really is the worst. Why did she remove the video? How can we verify anything if the video is not here, girl? Like, there is nothing to verify because the live ain't here. Like, I saw I saw a little, I just saw that the sister was up there. But I was like, okay, I'm going to watch it like tomorrow. Why? Why? Can Lacey just be fucking honest for like once? Like, just be honest. The truth is the truth, man. It cannot be it cannot the truth cannot be worse than what people are thinking. Okay, like the truth cannot possibly be worse than what is actually going on. Exactly. I'm like, yo, we need to see the live. So I'm like, yo, girl, just show it. I need to hear every side. That's when like people like, let's say the Stormy and the Snoopy, like Stormy, and I'm talking about the content creator, may not realize how crazy she sounds trying to tell me, oh, you should listen to me. Oh, you should see this. And I'm like, girl, I have no reason to trust you above everyone else. Like literally no reason at all. Making this situation about you is weird as it's about the truth. I'm trying to understand what's going on, and I will talk to everyone who has answers because the truth is there. I just need to find it. Story never makes sense. Her first life was literally her being mad and jealous that the sister came on my platform when it was literally really organic and there was never any pressure. There is no pressure. Like, this woman is weird. My sister was with him. She stole my identity. Again. And that was the thing that made me not believe the story. Because that's one of the things people reproach of me is that I am too neutral. And I'm like, listen, I can understand people using the credit of the good sibling who has good credit and then fake the name for the credit. It's not hard for me to imagine that in my head. It's not out of the realm of possibility. What is out of the realm of possibility is someone getting married under someone else's name. I'm like, what the fuck is the point of this? And that's why I kept on questioning her about that. And that's why she said she was going to send her marriage certificate because she claimed that she couldn't have possibly been married to Brendan Waters because she was busy being married to someone else and that she was not into bigamy. So because of that detail that made no sense, that's when I accepted because people know it's against my value system to go that deep. Yo, I would have never found out you can find out divorce paper because I would have never searched for people divorce paper. Like, I'm like, woohoo! I already find IntelliUse and Truth Finder and all those sites so invasive. But I'm like, yo, this is America, like whatever. But I would have never even thought of it. And I would have not been looking into it if it wasn't for the fact that she never sent me the marriage certificate. And I'm like, but it makes no sense that your sister would just marry someone under your name. What's the point? I understand for the credit, But what would the marriage under someone else, like, what is it going to accomplish? Exactly. Nothing. Okay. And that was my problem. I'm like, people are like, oh, you believe that. I'm like, I can believe that, but I will not believe that because that makes no fucking sense. Like, that's literally, I'm just like, yo, that's why I had to go and look into the sister and find out that, because like I said, when I watched the video of Snoopy, I saw that for her, the big evidence was the fact that Intellius had them as, recommended thing. If she had gone to Truth Finder, she would have found out that it was clearly stated that they were spouses. So yeah, but so because of that, because she backed on Intellius, and I had not gone on Truth Finder then because you have to pay for it. I didn't want to pay. So I'm like, okay, fine, I'm going to pay now. Okay. Because I'm interested. But I would have never been searching for people's divorce paper. Okay. If Lacey had simply sent me the marriage record, which she cannot because she was never married to Anthony Tabor. So since she was never married to him, it makes no fucking sense. I don't know if she ever married Cal. But the Timothy one would not justify the Brandon one. So because of that, because when I look at Intellius, because I took Truth Finder at the end. So when I was looking at Intellius, I saw Stormy Perkins at the same address. Lacey had the same address. That man at the same address. I was like, what is going on? So I had to find a proof that Stormy Perkins had nothing to do with being in that address. And that's when the being evicted with her girlfriend comes in. How can you be evicted in 2020 and 2012, but be living at the same time with your sister and like, it makes no sense. So clearly someone used someone's identity to do something so that Stormy could be linked to that address, but it wasn't Stormy. Stormy wasn't there. Yeah, it's fucking expensive, Truth Finder. So that's why I'm like, yo, I do it at the end, okay? When what I'm finding for free ain't enough. So I'm like, okay. So she was evicted. How could she be living with you? That makes no, like, what? And then she got married to Brandon, but she was with the bad gal. How does that make sense? So while I can imagine, okay, I have family, I have a good drink some water, your mouth is dry and your coverage. But Snoopy is live. Why don't you go there? You don't need to listen to my dry coverage. Just go there. Bye. So yeah. So really, like I said, the reason why I looked into it was the inconsistency of why would the sister marry that man under her sister name? That made no sense to me. And that I have to give to Snoopy. That is just a fact, which is why I have never denied it. That it was, I'm like, no, Snoopy, the marriage thing going into the divorce, that was her. The Brandon being Timothy, that's bullshit. The Brandon being a whole predator and everyone and anyone that ever talked for him is a demon from hell. And Lacey was the girlfriend that wanted to live with him. That's not true. Okay. Most of what she said is not true. But that divorce certificate, that exists for real. And it was Lacey's. It was. So yeah. Yeah, Jane being, I'm like, why are you here? Snoopy is literally live. You really don't have to be here, babe. So yeah. What was I saying? Yeah. So then I look into this and I look and then I really watch the divorce paper going from the beginning and I see dissolution with children. And I'm like, what do you mean dissolution with children? And I send it to her and I was like, you who has a child with this man? Because she kept on making it seem at the beginning, okay, at the really beginning, she kept on making it seem like she barely knew this Brendan Waters and that her sister may have dated him on and off really far away. But if a child is in this situation, then why am I learning about this? Because I read Dissolution of Marriage with Children and parentheses. Like literally in parentheses. That's what I was like. If there is a child, then that is not just some bullshit. Now come Truth Finder because I ain't got no choice. I have to pay now. Yo, I'm like, at the minimum, Lacey is a liar. At the maximum, she's an extremely dangerous individual. But there's a bunch of liar on this YouTube, okay? So now my question is this someone that is sick or is that someone that is a sicko? Okay, that's what I want to know. I'm like, yo, what is going on exactly? Which is why I'm like, I'm giving myself the weekend to really go in depth into that situation. Like, at the end of the day, Blake was a minor during everything that was going on. That is an 18-year-old that has nothing to do on YouTube. Okay? Why is he here? This is weird. This is bizarre. Okay? So I'm like, listen, I'm convinced she's a liar. Now I want to know if she's a sicko. Because what the sister revealed yesterday about the fact that they're not Native American, I'm like, come on, girl. You cannot be saying to me that there was no lie uncovered. That's actually batshit crazy. Okay? She may have some ancestry of Native American, but her mother is Mexican. So that is weird. She wasn't there when her mom had what happened to her by the dad. And thinking that because she's still insulting her dad and her email to me. Okay, there. Maybe. She said on your platform, my father, like even if the grandfather is Native American, she said her mom was fully Native American. It's still a lie. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, yo, I'm not saying she doesn't have something of Native American, but it's with the insistence that she came up with. And yeah, she does have anemia. Okay. Stormy Perkins sent me, put up a message on the chat to tell me that because her mom confirmed. Okay. Yeah, I absolutely understand, Haspen. I'm not saying anything. So, Seth, she said on your platform, my father wouldn't do that. Try to unalive a cop facing charges for trying to unalive a woman. So, she's talking about her dad, clearly. So, let's look into the dad then. I think his name is Daryl. No worry, Blake. So yeah, let's look into Daryl. Now, when I tell you Truth Finder, it's good. Truth Finder will literally tell you in-law, sibling, in-law, sibling. Like it's really good. That's how I found out about Dakota Perkins. I was like, oh shit. Molly Perkins, parent. That's how I know their name now. I know all their name because of it. The dad is just known as Dido, which is annoying. And the father can be a lot of things. Like if you go with the logic of those weirdos, you could be like, oh, the father, um, did what he did to the mother, but he would never touch his own daughter. I'm like, listen, I don't know. Not everyone can do the same sin, right? Okay. So I see that his name is Daryl Perkins. Yes. Let's see. Well, I can find nothing on him and the New Mexico. I He is in Illinois. Okay. So yeah, D Perkins. So yeah, domestic battery, contact VOP information, felon possession, use of firearm prior, aggravated unlawful restraint, aggravated battery, great bodily harm, aggravated battery, use of deadly weapon. I don't think she stayed with the father because he was in prison, but I think when he came out of prison, he did stay with her. That's what the sister said. But Lacey is now acting as if she was always the one keeping the father at a distance, and her other sibling, like her sister, were the one always forgiving the father. That's what confused me in the whole situation. And she's saying that the father essayed her, which she never said when he was alive, and clearly he never was. There was not even an allegation of that, because with a rap shit like his, he would have done time if there was a charge on him or even anything on him, because he has a rap sheet. But I think he's dead, right? Is he not dead? Let's wait for it to do his thing. Hmm. But I just want Blade to know to go wherever ever they want to speak to whoever they want to they want, without listening to nonsense that's not related to the situation. Listen, anyone who tries to make this about anything else than what it really is, then they need Jesus. It's weird. I cannot find A death certificate. Okay, guys, I'm gonna show you something weird. You tell me what you think, okay? So these are 35 moments that happened with Daryl Lee Perkins. They're like, relative Louis Burton was born. That shit is so crazy. They even say who's when his wife are born, okay? They say Molly Perkins was born. Yeah. A lot of things happen. They write also when Zachary Perkins was born, when Dakota Perkins was born. They say in 2010, disposed the substances under influence of alcohol, withhold judgment, supervision, Vermilion. So there was a criminal thing happening in 2010. 2011, he was there. There in 2014, he had a couple of crime. In 2019, there are a bunch of email address created under his name. There is new potential charge. And 2022, there is a location. And 2023, Teresa Corson died. Blade, do you know who Teresa is? In 2025, he bought a single family residence. And he was last seen in February 19, 2026. Are we sure he is dead? Is he dead? Because when did he die? Because he bought a house in 2025. Daryl Lee Perkins. Is Daryl your grandfather, the father of Lacey? Is he the grandfather? When did he die? He bought a house in 2025. He bought a house. The dead man bought a house in 2025. Okay. Let me show you guys. Okay. Honesty, truth, honesty, truth, honesty, truth is all that matters. Wow. Okay. Yes, 2019. Okay. So I will show you. Romeo coroner ID's inmate who was fatally shot after stabbing deputy at courthouse. Okay. This is father. Okay. This is the father. Daryl Lee, 55, 6 years ago. Okay. 6 plus 55, 61. Where we are in agreement with that, right? 61. Okay. He will be 61 today. When you go to Truth Finder, he is 61 right now. Why do you think I was looking for the death certificate? Because Truth Finder is how it is. You have access to death certificate. So, for example, where on my report? That's not what I want. Okay, thank you. Anthony Tabor. Okay, the father. Yes, in 2019, he was fatally shot. Because she was talking about your dad, and now we are finding out that a house was bought under your dad's name in 2025. So as you can see with Anthony Tabor, death record, death date of death, December 19, 2012, 33 years old. Is that correct? Is that correct? Is that when Anthony died? I just want to verify if Truth Finder is reliable at this point because I just want to be sure. Stormy wants up. I don't know, guys. Maybe Truth Finder is wrong. Okay, guys, let's calm down. Yes, that's the good date. Hello, Stormy.
Hey, I don't recall the date that Tony passed away. But my dad did die in 2019 in the courthouse.
I don't know if okay because okay
So the information you're putting up there, the picture with the article is stating what happened and where it happened.
okay. So when I
And-
look at your dad, because I don't know why, it's like they want to, now the report is no longer available.
So if there's a home being bought in his name in 2025, that's either on his family or on Lacey, because none of us over here have dabbled with any of that stuff.
The report has been removed right now because it was like the report was made intentionally harder to find because instead of being called Daryl, he was called D. Perkin. But I still looked into it and he bought a house in 2025. And the house has the same number.
There's no way. There's no way.
And the house
judgment
has
to
the
find
same number as one of the house of your sister. I recognize that number.
Well, she doesn't live in a house right now, so it's definitely not where she resides.
I'm not saying a house. I'm just saying a property, an address, the address. Something was bought. I don't know if it was a condo. I don't know. Something was bought under your father's name in 2025.
Well, I guess that's something she would have to dig into, since she's the oldest. Maybe she'll make a story about it again. I have no idea what would have been purchased in his name.
But he's not declared as dead.
He is dead. You want to see his
I
ashes?
know he's dead, but when you look into him, it's like he's still active.
No, he's not active.
He is active. That's why
No,
I had the report.
I'm saying he's not alive. Like, so there's no reason that any
But
of that
his
could be going
name,
on. So I don't know where
someone
the
is
information
using his
comes
thing.
from.
Someone is using his shit. That's why his report just disappeared the moment I talked about it.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what site it's coming from. I can't see the
Truth
screen. It's too
Finder.
small.
Truth Finder.
Okay.
You have to pay. I'm so sorry, Blake. Yo, this is a telenovela. Someone is using your dad's name. I'm so sorry. Fuck, I didn't want to
I
pay
don't know if the
for
death
the.
certificate was filed because Lacey would have been in control of all of that since she was the oldest. Like I stated
She was
yesterday, I
in
had to go through
control
her.
of all of that.
Do what?
She was in control of it.
Yeah. She's the oldest, so she would have been in control of that.
Oh, thank you, baby. Jesus. Do you recognize the address 618 Barge Street, Denville, Illinois?
I don't have any recollection of that address.
I will need to look into it later. I am so sorry. Confused about what? I'm confused about everything. My Blake, I'm 2 weeks old right now.
So obviously there's a lot of information that's going to come out on here, obviously regarding things that when he was at a younger age, Blake's not going to be able to answer those questions. I was just told that he was in the live, so I came over here.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he
I don't know if you
doesn't have to
saw
go through
that.
it alone and be in all this stuff alone.
Oh, okay. No worries. Because I looked into it because do you want to see Lacey's email?
No, I don't really care of anything to do with her. Like I said, I came on here to clear my name because she was on your live. Whatever she's gonna do, she's gonna do. It's obviously not gonna stop here, and I know that. But like I said on Snoopy's live just a minute ago, if anybody
my
else
God, I'm
has
so
any
sorry.
questions, no, it's
I
okay.
didn't know you were there.
Yeah, no, it's fine. If anybody else has any questions about anything or whatever, feel free to tag me in it. And like I told her, I'll decide what I want to get into and what I don't want to. But as far as Blake, whatever he wants to get into, there just might not be a lot of questions that he could answer. So he can let me know or bring me into the chat.
So can you help us with the allegation with Blake? And because Lacey said the thing about Kyle took the rap for Blake for something, and I saw that there was something about solicitation or distribution of something. I also saw there was a burglary of a neighbor, something about possession of some substances.
And who is that in regards to?
Kyle.
I have no idea anything about Kyle. I don't know him on a personal level like that, hun. I do, like I said yesterday, the first time I ever met him was when I picked him up when he got out of jail. That was the first time I ever met him.
But it's
I
more
knew he
about
was
the
married, but I
situation
never
with
knew.
it's more about the situation with Blake that I'm curious about.
Yeah. So, he came on and admitted to the things that he did, but as far as the back history on that, and what he was charged with, I don't believe it was anything. I don't know if he was on any probation or anything, as I didn't concern myself with him or talk about the case with him because Blake was in our care, so we couldn't talk about it.
You guys need to leave this family alone. They have enough trauma, both you and Snoopy. What did I do? Like, let's be clear. I have never contacted the family to come anywhere near my channel. That's correct, right?
Correct.
Like, I
Um,
don't do this. If people
so
want to come up, if they are welcome to. If they don't want to, don't come up. I am not like any of the other people that are throwing temper tantrum. I am just following what people are giving to me. And if someone wants me to look into something, I will do it as the best of my ability. I never wanted to contact the family. I would have never contacted them. I've had their numbers for days. I have not contacted anyone. But now everything is out. What do you want me to do? People want to cry. People want to do this, that, this, that. Yes, I did give Lacey a platform because at the end of the day, the truth is the truth. It is absolutely possible for a family member to take your name because they want a loan. That is absolutely possible. Now, is it possible that a family member would take your name to get married? That is less possible, which is why you saw me look into this. But no, when someone comes on my platform, I'm not here to grill you and I'm not here to have no comprehension. So Lacey send me email. I will show the email because at the end of the day, you make your decision. I'm not here to make the decision for you. I can only show you what I found. Now, was I expecting to find shit about bigamy? No. Did I ever look into Daryl enough to know that he was not here anymore? No. Which is why I wasn't surprised to see what I saw. But now I'm learning that, and then I'm seeing that he bought something in 2025. Yes, I am going to ask myself question because I am a human and I'm just a person. Now people want to talk, like all I did was people wanted to come up, I let them come up. They don't want to come up, you don't come up. My only action was literally saying you give all the money to Blake because he is 18-year old. He shouldn't be in all of this shit. That's all I can offer you. So yeah, Snoopy and Stormy, the content creator, are gonna make it about me because they're weirdos. This ain't about me. No, they were not right. Snoopy was throwing under the bus Brandon, and the big sin was being in contact with Brandon. None of us knew that Lacey was the one who made the accusation because why in the name of hell would we know about that? So at the end of the day, yes, everything will be shown. I'm sorry if your dad has simply been unalive, like, and it's horrible. I'm really sorry about that. But he didn't. More lies we told you. Okay.
No, it's fine. You're gonna look into whatever you're gonna look into. And as far as like what I
Exactly.
said on Snoopy's platform, I'm new to all this. I don't know what
Mhm.
everybody has going on with everybody. I don't know any of you guys on a
And you
personal
shouldn't
level. I
care.
didn't look. I didn't
And you
look through.
shouldn't care. You
Right.
shouldn't care because except if you come here to come into the platform and start having beef with people, why do you care what is going on between me and other content creator?
And
Black
that's what I was.
Phantom and I were not cool or friend. We're just neutral.
Right.
You don't need to be involved in what is going on between YouTuber. It's about what's going on with your family that unfortunately was dragged into this sector that you never asked to be dragged into. And I'm trying to make the best of the situation for everyone. That is all I can do about the situation.
So I was reading a comment that said that people hate on you all day or whatever. It's like I was trying to say, in Snoopy's, I said, whatever beef is going on, I don't care. I don't know anything about it. It's none of
She
my
talked
business.
about me?
I will watch and I will see. No, nobody was talking about you. I'm just
Okay,
saying
thank God.
in general.
I was like, it's not
I'm just
about
saying
me.
in general. No,
Yeah, it's not about me.
I'm just saying in general, like comments are made against other people in all these lives. I'm noticing that like names are dropped and things are said. But I'm saying what I said in the live is that I don't know any of you people like that. I haven't gone through
Yes,
everybody's pages like that. So at some point I'll learn who I fuck with and who I don't. You know what I mean? I'll learn who I pay attention to and who
exactly.
I don't. At the end of the day, the information was already put out there. We came to clear the information and there's gonna be stories about it. It's up to us individually, me, Blake, Brandon, whoever that decide to get on what platform and what to answer and what not to answer. You know what I mean? Nobody's forcing us to be here. Nobody's forcing us to continue answering. Like it's fully 100% our choice what we answer. And of course, it's going to be ongoing. There's a lot of stuff that's been happening. And I'm going to hear things I don't like you're pulling up that my dad bought a house in 2025. Yeah, that's a touchy subject because my dad is as dead as a doorknob. But you know what I
Thank
mean? But
you. I didn't
there's
know that.
nothing.
That's why I asked about the date because I was just like, what?
Yeah, well, that's why I stated yesterday. It's plastered all over Google. It takes a simple search
Hmm.
of his name, and you'll see all the stuff coming up.
Yeah,
Um, but like I said, obviously, there's going to be things I don't want to hear, and I'm going to take it in a certain way, and I'm going to respond the way that I do. You know what I mean? But that's normal
exactly.
because I'm new to this, and I was not prepared to come into what I came into.
Ooh, I hope
And I'm going to
not.
deal with it. I'm going to deal with it as I deal with it. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'm gonna ask for real. Is Brandon aware of what's going on, or is he
But
like
yes,
ignorant?
he's seen her videos yesterday, and he I pulled him into her live earlier.
Okay, cool. Is he okay? Is it cool?
Yes, he's fine. He dropped in real quick. I told him that I was going live with Snoopy, and he got on. So there's no ill will there. Like I
Perfect.
said, there was a lot of things going around. There's a lot of things being said about us,
Yes,
and just like I addressed it in every platform yesterday, I'll address it again. The things that he does on his personal time ain't nobody's business. Whether it's him or not in those pictures, it ain't none of y'all's business. Because one, there's no kids involved, and that's his personal life, and whatever his fetish is or whatever he chooses to do is his business. That's not for everybody to exploit and try to compare to a child because there's no children in those pictures. Either way you take it.
okay, because she sent me, and like I said, she sent me this morning 3 email talking about you stealing the identity, the son being a liar, the daughter being terrified of her father, and also talking about the live she did with you. And I haven't seen the live yesterday.
She
Can you tell?
didn't.
Because she did,
She did.
yes, she did
She
talk
didn't
about
let me
you.
talk. She did message me and she did tell me, get on there. I'm not gonna scream. I'm not gonna drop you. First thing she did was drop me and scream. And when I said I was waiting in the waiting room or in the backstage area, I took a screenshot of it because she would not let me back in. I actually got in there twice and we were just screaming at each other. I'm not gonna go on there and I'm not gonna entertain the fucker. Either come to me like an adult or don't come to me at all. Because I didn't come on this platform to just demean her. I didn't come on this platform just to put my business even further out there. But when there's allegations against me, I'm going to come and clear it for me and my family. And it's just like I said in Snoopy's life, it's not just all bad things that I have to say about her. She was a good person at one point in time. We did do things as a family. There were times, that things were good, but we're just not at that point in life anymore, clearly. So I'm not here just to demean her as a person. And I have backed her up and I have told people to quit calling her meth mouth. And I have said those things because at the end of the day, she's still biologically my sister. She's still my sister and I cannot change that. So yes, people speak how you feel. I know that she's been the target or a lot of people have been targeted by her on here, but I'm gonna come on here and I'm gonna speak my truth, but you're not gonna be disrespectful. You know what I mean? Don't be calling her names. Don't come at somebody's appearance because at that point you're stooping just as low as she is.
Thank you. Like for me, I'm just like, this is about just a statement. But yeah, she talked about the father, of course, and the situation with the daughter. And she said that you brought your daughter online and made your daughter talk about SA, and that she dropped you to
Um,
protect her sister, her
no,
friend.
no, no, ma'am. My daughter came on for a whole 5 seconds, and she said that I didn't allow my kids parent to see them, and I came on there and I said, do I keep you from your dad? Do you have a choice if you see him? Okay, then case closed. That's literally all that was said. But let her keep spewing her lies. My kids don't even know what SA is. And my children don't know anything about that stuff, and they're not going to, because there's no reason for them to. Nothing has happened to my children. No, my kids are not subjected to that type of lifestyle. So no, that conversation doesn't need to be had. Do they know what their no-no squares and stuff are? They absolutely do, because I have 2 girls. So you're damn right I talked to them about that. But to subject my children to the things that her kids have been subjected to, absolutely not.
Her kids were subjected to SA.
If that's what she's saying, is she's saying that that's what that they were
Yeah.
subjected to that, and that's the allegation she's making. I've never gone on here and told somebody to gain popularity or to fix my narrative that my children have been hurt. Because why would you? We've been through that trauma. We've been through all this stuff as kids. Why put your own children through it? I protect my children from those things. I don't allow my children to go wherever they want with whoever they want. I don't allow my children to be doing all these wild and crazy things. I keep an eye on them. They have cell phones. Their phones are under parental controls.
Mhm.
Their phones turn off at a certain time. All those things. I take all those precautions when it comes to my children. My kids get on their little Snapchat I allow them to have, and if there's something inappropriate, I make them delete it.
Mhm.
Because they're
good.
learning, and social media is an ugly world for the kids. My kids are getting older. They wanted to experience it, and this is a trial run. If they don't do good on the app, they're getting it taken away. So yes, there's precautions that you can take and things happening with your children and who you allow in your home and who you allow around your children. So if that's really an issue, like we
Yeah,
addressed yesterday, why were the kids left alone with him? It's bullshit.
I agree with you. I just don't even understand, because she's talking about a picture and I heard it was Photoshop, and I'm like, was it a Photoshop picture? And is the picture about, because she said that there were children in the picture. Were
Yeah,
they
it looks like an
children?
AI picture. It looks more like her than it does me. And
Oh
I
my
believe
God.
she sent it to me, so I'll have to look in my phone. But yeah, it looks like it was created by AI. And she was saying that they were making things about me and Brandon and all this stuff. But like I said, I brought receipts yesterday. I showed my marriage certificate. It was
Yes,
brought up that there was an eviction happening at the time. She said I stole her identity. And let's be clear. If there was videos that could be released from the courthouse, who's in there getting divorced? Because the damn sure ain't me. I didn't even know
exactly.
what year they got divorced until I got on here, because it's none of my damn business. That's her life.
There you go.
I wasn't there waiting for her to get divorced. I wasn't there following the divorce. I knew she filed for it, but I didn't know that she went to court, and she didn't call me and be like, hey sis, I'm going to get divorced today. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? Because we weren't really talking.
Exactly. And but you were there when she was with Timothy, let's say?
I was there when they first got together, and then a little bit into it is when we quit talking, when all these allegations and stuff started coming out. We were
Okay.
talking at first, but when that came out and she targeted him, I got mad, and I went to the court because it was wrong of her.
Mhm.
And to sit there and say that she has no recollection of who she is, of who Brandon is, how can anything that she's saying even be confirmed? How can anything that she's saying even be considered a truth when she's blatantly saying, I don't know that man. I never knew that man in my life. There's 2 Brandon Waters. But now when I come on here and say something, she's addressing everything with Brandon. Oh, now all
Yes,
of a sudden you
exactly.
know who he is, and I'm lying. But you said this whole time you didn't have no idea who this man was. And now that I came on here and said something, I'm a liar.
Well,
Now all of a sudden, you know who Brandon
yeah.
is.
Listen, I did before she was saying that none of her kids ever were anything happened with them. Never. Because a lot of
You
the
guys also didn't know
allegations
that
were
she had
about that.
another son. A
Hmm?
lot of people didn't know that she had 3 kids.
Yeah, no, we didn't.
So I mean, you have one of them coming on here. Now there's somebody else saying there was another boy and a little girl, and then knowing that the other son doesn't live in the house. Do the math. She has 3 kids, and she wasn't mentioning all of them. Why?
Exactly. No, there's a lot of discrepancy. That is not even a question about that. Like there's a lot that I don't understand with this situation.
And
I'm
she
just,
still hasn't come
yeah,
to me and called and been like, sis, you know what? We need to get on here. We need to do a live. We need to put this to rest. Let's be on, let me be honest about what's going on. You say your piece, I'll say my piece. She hasn't done that. She hasn't come to me like a woman. When I told her to come to my face and say it, she invited me to the live. I went to the live. She muted me. She didn't give me a chance to talk. She wanted to scream. I start to show proof. I put my daughter on there to ask her because she's throwing my daughter's business out there. My daughter has nothing to do with this. That's the reason I showed my daughter's face on there, because my daughter has nothing to do with this. She's trying to pull for anything and everything to
Why was she
get
talking
something on
about
me,
your
and there's
daughter?
nothing she can get. As she said, both of my kids were from Brandon, right? Well, she dropped one name in her life of my youngest daughter's dad, and then I have a court record that's public profiling. You know what I mean? That's a public profile that you can see where I took my oldest daughter's dad to court. So there's the name of my two kids' dads, and it ain't Brandon. So there's another lie uncovered. I don't have to do any work because she did it her damn self and threw herself under the bus when she said my kid was from Brandon and then said his name on her live.
Do you think, because at the end of the day, you know your sister, do you think that one, is it possible she would commit bigamy? Because she divorced, what's his name? Brendan Waters in 2021. That's when it was, finalized. But then she started divorcing Timothy Robert in 2020 and was finalized in 2021.
Like I said in another post, I think the reason they separated is because of what was going on with his son. And I really don't want to put that out there again because that's not my kid. That's not my place to say.
Oh my
But there was
God. Okay,
things
there's
going on.
another child. Okay, I'm so sorry. Yeah. But that's not what I'm asking. I don't want to know why they separate. I want to know if when she
I'm
got
saying that's
divorced.
why I think it happened so fast.
uh,
That's the
uh,
question you asked. Why was it going so fast? And as far as
no,
bigamy, I
that's
don't
not.
know what she's capable of.
Yeah, it's more the
Well, the
bigamy
way
because
that
it's
you
it's
worded it and the way that
illegal.
you asked from the timeline from 2000 from this time to this time, it sounded like you were more so leaning towards why was it so quick and was this what was happening?
Oh no, no,
That's how
no.
it
Me,
sounded.
what I'm asking is it's not even quick because she got divorced in 2021. So she was not divorced. She was in the process of divorcing. But she's while you're processing the divorce, you're still married.
No, she
Mhm.
so okay, so there was something brought up yesterday where Blake said that she didn't cheat on him. So from my understanding and from what I was told, she was already talking to Tim before they separated.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's
Okay.
where the cheating part came in on her part. And whether they split up or not, they were still married, living in the same home when she took off to be with somebody else and he was with somebody else. So in my opinion, being married legally and being sexually active with somebody else, you are cheating.
Yes, you are
Because you
absolutely
are legally
cheating.
binded in a marriage. It is cheating. And it will be in some states you can be charged for that.
Yes.
So
I
yes, it's
I
it's
saw
definitely
the
cheating.
case at North Carolina. I don't know if you saw it.
No, I have, like I said, I haven't looked through a whole lot of things, but no, I don't know. Uh, I don't know. She tried to blame Brandon for that. Honestly, she tried to say that he was already married when they got married. So that was another thing that came up, and I'm pretty sure it's in some of her stuff somewhere because she was real big on that. Do I know if it's true? Absolutely not. But
Mhm.
she was trying to accuse him of that. So um, I know in the state of New Mexico, she can't get married if she's already married in another state. So
I think it's against the law to be married to two people at the same time.
yes, it is. But as
Mhm.
far as being divorced by the time she was married again in the state of New Mexico, it would have had to been that way. But she was
Mhm.
already in a relationship with him, and I don't know why she married him so quick because she hadn't known him for very long. So I don't know what the point in that was.
Love.
Uh, I mean, I guess.
I always assume people get married for love.
That fast of barely knowing somebody? She didn't know him for years like she claimed. So
What?
that's why I keep saying I don't know why she got married so fast because she didn't know him for all the years she claimed to know Tim. She barely met him in 2018, 2019. Right before she got divorced from Brandon is when she met him. As Brandon was moving out, he was moving in. So I don't
Okay.
know why she's trying to make everybody believe that she knew him forever and that Tim was the little one's dad, and that's not the truth.
Hmm.
Brandon went in on the other lives and he already stated he was her father. He's paying child support on her.
Yes, he
He's
is,
been.
Brenda. Hmm.
He's been
She
for
did
like
say
7
that.
years.
She said that he paid $200 like this year or something like that, or last
Okay,
year.
but how is he going to pay $200 on a child if she didn't know the man and she never had a child with him? How is she going to pay child support for a kid if she don't know the man? How's she going to have a child with him if she don't know him? Because that's what she's saying. She never knew the man.
No, now she's done with that. She knows him, but she said that you were with him because she needed to protect her daughter.
And she's so full of shit. No, whenever they separated or whatever, I was
Mhm.
already in a relationship. Like I posted my thing yesterday.
Yes,
They
yes,
got divorced around 2019, 2020.
yes.
My marriage certificate was filed for in 2018. It don't add up. There's no way. And I showed the proof.
No, 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 no. And the only reason why I talked about the eviction is because I didn't expect you to come on my channel because I didn't reach out, but but I needed to prove that there was no way you could be there. You know what I mean?
I came on your channel because she was
Oh, no,
criticizing me
no,
on your
no.
channel.
I'm happy that you came on my channel. What I mean is that when I said I had a receipt, that's why I keep on talking about the eviction, because it doesn't make sense. Why would you be
Oh,
living with her if you are living with your girlfriend?
yeah, it doesn't bother me because literally that just fell off a while back off of my public record. So it was on there for a while. And when I went on to check when
Mm-hmm,
all this started, it was not on there. There's only 2 things on there now.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Everything
mm-hmm.
else has fallen off because nothing's happened in my life exciting in a long time.
And that's good, right?
Absolutely. There's
There you
nothing to
go.
talk about.
Like, I didn't Google your father, nor you, nor your anyone. It was just to try to, because she mentioned you and saying that you stole her identity. I had
Yeah,
to, you know.
that's why I invited everybody yesterday to do it, to Google it, because I said it's all over Google. There's nothing that's hiding. So I don't know what she kept
Mhm.
saying we were going to be doxxed about all these things. There's nothing exciting going on other than what's front facing center right now.
Nobody was
And like I
thirsting
said,
you.
she needed to quit speaking on that because she knows nothing about it. She's not involved in life. The information she can get is the same information y'all can get. But
Mhm.
uh, as far
And
as my little
I
brother, he
still
doesn't
don't
talk to
know
her.
why you would steal her identity to get married or whatever. I don't know what she did with your identity. I don't know what she does with people's identity.
Well, that's
I don't.
okay until she can prove that I stole her identity. It's irrelevant because everything that I could prove, I have proven. I proved that I wasn't married to him.
Yes,
You guys
understand.
proved it yourself that I was already in a home and going through a court case whenever she
Yes.
said I was whatever. Like it's already out there. So when she can come with the receipt showing that I took her identity, when there's an officer knocking on my door telling me that I'm being arrested or there's a bench warrant put out for me because I stole her identity, then I'm gonna fuck with it. Until then, she ain't got no proof of anything. And to sit there and say that she's not gonna do anything because I had charges on me, that's bullshit. Because I wasn't even talking to her around that time. I didn't
You
hardly
don't think
talk to her when
she's
she
nice
lived in
like that?
Illinois.
You don't think she's
Huh?
nice like that? You don't think she's a nice person?
Who, Lacey?
Yeah, that she would take the rap for you.
No.
Do you
Not if
know?
if it came down. She's saying I took PPP loans out. Do you know how hard they're hitting people on tax season right now for the shit that they owe? So now she's coming out and trying to make a backup plan to say somebody stole her identity and getting a security pin from the IRS. Let me fill you in on something. I was filling out the person that I take care of. I was filling out their taxes the other day. She has a number that has to be put in there. You have to file for that. You have to file to put in for fraud. And you have to prove that it was fraud. So within that, you have to fill out a paper stating where the fraud came from and who they need to investigate. Where the fuck is my investigator then? In order to obtain that number, who did she get for fraud? Because it damn sure wasn't me. Nobody's ever investigated or questioned me. So you have to fill out a form to state who did the fraud in your name. You have to fill out the sheet in order to get that number. It's a process to get it.
Do you
And you
know
can
who
look that up on the
Teresa?
IRS
Do you
to
know who
obtain a
Teresa
number.
Corson? Do you know who Teresa Corson is?
Who?
Teresa.
Teresa?
Mm-hmm.
That's my dad's cousin, I believe.
What did she die? And recently.
I have no idea. I'm not in any contact with any of his family over there.
Okay.
There's only a few cousins that I speak with myself, but I don't associate myself with any of my dad's family very much.
Mm-hmm. I'm just verifying because I want to find out if the truth finder is accurate or not. Do you know who
When does it say the date of death was?
in 2023? September 1st, 2023.
And what was the last name on it?
Uh, Corson, Courson.
Oh no, I don't think that's her. I'm not sure. I'll have to check. I don't know if she was remarried or what name she
Mhm.
went by. The only Teresa I know has a different last name. That's who I thought it was.
Okay, is it Woodcock?
No, that doesn't sound familiar. It starts with a W, but that's not it.
Okay, so that is not. I see Teresa, 63 years old.
Does it have a last name on there?
I see because she has like a bunch of aliases. I see Corson, Woodcock, Perkins, Land.
I'm not sure. I'm assuming she would probably be around the same age as my dad.
Do you know someone called Lynn?
No. Not to say that it couldn't be his extended family, but I'm not aware of who that is.
Seems like there's something weird going on. I shall find out. Whatever. Because there's a bunch of names that I'm just like, who the fuck are you? And why are you here?
Yeah, I don't know a lot of those names that you're saying. I know that when our names are searched, it says potential relatives or whatever, but
Exactly.
I don't personally know any of those people. But like I said, it could be his extended family that I never met. Like I said, when we moved here, I didn't have a whole lot to do with his family. When I tried to ask them to help him, they never did anything to help. So
I'm so sorry about that. I think it's terrible. Because sincerely, what do you want from this situation? Because you went on her channel yesterday. What do you
yeah,
want?
because I told her to come to my face and say it, and she told me to go into her territory, so I did, and she shut me down.
So
She
what you
didn't
want
give
is a
me what she
confrontation
promised.
with her?
Do what?
What you want is a confrontation with her?
No, because that's just gonna feed into if it's on a different platform, I wouldn't mind going up with her and facing her in somebody else's box, but I'm not gonna be in a situation where she can shut me up either. So if it's not gonna be a respectful platform where they give us both the opportunity to speak, I'm not even gonna entertain it. I called her out, she called me out. She didn't come into the box when I called her out, but she was in the chat. And when she called me to her live, I went. So I have nothing to hide. I've done what was asked. She never came into the box. She didn't stay calm and talk to me.
Mhm.
She waited until I was out of the live and then wants to start posting all this backlash and all this stuff. Well, come to my face and say it.
Lacey, we know you're somewhere. Can you just come
But she
and
was in Snoopy's live too, under that Shauna Mason or whatever. Like I said, she's got multiple pages. She was in there lurking. I seen her.
Oh my God.
Like I told you guys yesterday, she's got multiple pages. She was in there because it's been exposed about her Facebook with her page under that name, and that was the same person in the chat.
What was she saying in the chat? What does she
She
want?
she just said all lies, and I seen it in there on Snoopy's thing, but she won't come into the box and say anything.
What's the point of all the lies that she's saying?
I have no idea. That's a question you would have to ask her. I don't know why she's lying about it. But obviously, her saying that I stole her identity and married that man, now she's acknowledging who he is. That should clear it up itself. She said it herself. Now she has an acknowledgement of who he is, and now the story's changing that she had to protect her daughter. No, you said you didn't know him. That's what you swore that was the truth. That man, I don't know that man. Okay, you're a bull-faced liar because
Lacey,
now all of a sudden you
you
know
are
him.
here. Come up because she just literally sent me an email. And she said it didn't start with Blake, it started with my daughter.
It did not. When I got the subpoena to court because I was a witness, that is not how it
Hello,
started.
Tato.
Hey, yeah, I just wanted to correct something real quick, and I'll let y'all get back to it. Shanta Mason is actually a real person, and that's someone that Jelly called a nigga and a black bitch. So that's a real black woman that Jelly has had confrontation with, and I also know she duplicated her on Facebook. But that one in the chat is the real black woman.
Okay. Well, that's
That's
the one
all.
that was saying all lies.
Yeah, that's a real black woman. That's Shanta Mason. Yep.
She really liked Lacey. Is that correct?
No, no, no. Maybe it got misconstrued, but I'm pretty sure when she was saying all lies, she was referring to Jelly. She was referring to Jelly as being a
Oh,
liar
okay. Thank you,
and all
Phantom.
lies. Yep.
Oh, okay, maybe I misinterpreted. I apologize.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you.
I'll take
Yep.
responsibility for that. I apologize.
Wow. Now she's sending pages of I don't know what the fuck.
But why send the pages? Why not get up here and just talk about it and squash this
Yes.
shit already? If it's that
Yes.
important to you and you're gonna keep hassling people with our lives, it's so
Yes.
important, Lacey. Just get in the box and end the shit. I've told you multiple times.
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
put
gonna
a timer.
continue. I'm not gonna continue coming out of character for this. I've been very respectful. I've answered everybody's questions. Now you come live and face forward and say what you gotta say. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
stay here and fight
There
with
is
you. I'm
not
not gonna
much
scream.
anymore.
I'm not gonna scream. Just get on here and be honest. Show me where I stole your identity. Show me where I married your ex-husband. Show me where I had his child because you're lying. And you know you're lying.
Okay. Just come and tell your story for the love of Jesus. Even though everyone hates the timer, that's why there is a timer so that everyone can just talk and we can be over that shit. Because I don't think any 18-year-old should be and the black tea the boxing this is a toxic sector.
No, he shouldn't be in there, but he's also tired of the things that are said, and he decided when it was necessary for him to be there and when he was comfortable doing it and when he wasn't. So
Yes,
I don't want
exactly.
to
And
take
that's
away from him.
beautiful.
I don't want to take away from him being able to make his own decisions
Mm-hmm.
because that's something that's been taken away for a long time. If he feels comfortable coming in and saying his piece because his mom is slandering everybody, then I feel that he has every right to do so.
And
He's
he was
definitely not first,
yesterday. He went on Phantom.
Yeah, he I even told him there were certain things that were brought up, and I personally messaged him, and I said I'm sorry that so much stuff was brought up and
Mm-hmm.
said, and he said no, it needed to be done.
There you
So
go.
this honestly gives him a platform too, where he wants to talk about it, and if that's what it takes, then that's what it takes. And like I said, I
Yep.
did get emotional yesterday with some things that he said because it's hard to hear come out of his mouth. You
There
know what
you
I
go.
mean? It does rip open wounds, and we can also heal the wounds. But and I'm gonna tell you, like I said on Snoopy's live, I'm not
Mhm.
sitting here to just bash her and bash her. Like I said, there was
No,
good times with her, and
exactly.
they did ask, is there any way that we can mend it? And I've always been open to mending a relationship with her, but I'm not gonna do it fighting like we are and throwing daggers at each other because I simply don't live in the past. And I'm not going to try to mend a relationship with her where I'm having to relive the past every fucking day because she can't get over it. And I'm not going to mend it where she's sitting here saying that I'm stealing her identity. And if she doesn't tell the truth, there will never be a relationship between us ever again.
There you go.
I'm
Let's
not going to
just
go back and I'm not
talk.
going to talk to her anymore. And I'm not going to expose myself and my family to this fuckery. I'm not going to do it. That's not what I came on here for. If she wants to be a grown ass woman and face me, then get in the box. If not, I suggest you shut the fuck up because
And
you're
she
not
will
coming
not.
forward.
She will not shut the fuck up. So I'm like,
Well, that's
Lacey,
what I'm saying. Either
just
she has the balls, either
talk.
she has the balls to come in here, or she needs to shut the hell up and quit hassling everybody already.
Like, it cannot be on your platform, okay, Lacey? It cannot. It's too it's too impartial. Like partial, I would say. It's too partial. You cannot either go on Snoopy because Snoopy hates you with from the bottom of her heart. Same with Stormy will be busy talking about herself. Stormy, I need to tell you because she kept on complaining about that. She wants you to come on platform. Are you aware of that?
On what platform? On her platform? I'm not going back over
Stormy,
there. I did.
Stormy
I
C. No, Stormy
oh,
C.
no. No, I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah, she wants you to go on platform. Okay, she wants to talk about the different lies. She has her own question and her own story. Please, that would be great if you went on platform with her. She keeps on crying.
Who keeps on crying?
Yes, and I cannot stand her cry. Okay, so yes, she's a nice lady. She's just really overwhelmed.
I went on her platform yesterday.
Oh, she went. Thank God.
Yes,
Okay, I just.
I talked to you, I talked to Phantom, I talked to Stormy, and I talked to Snoopy.
Oh, thank God. Okay, thank God. Oh my God, because me, the life I listen to, I don't have the time to listen to everyone. It's too early. But I am so happy because she was crying a lot. Like, did you have a good conversation? Did you understand what she was crying about?
Well, there was some questions asked, but we were on there with Phantom for quite a while, so
Nice.
by the time we got over there, she was kind of tired and stuff, but I did keep asking if anybody else had any other questions. I told Snoopy I'm not, on that live, I'm not going to keep doing this. I jumped on here because
Exactly.
they said
No.
my nephew was in here, but I'm not going to keep getting into everybody's live because I know everybody's going to keep wanting us to go, and it's just a lot. Like, there's
No,
not
it
much
should
more you
end
can
after
ask
this
unless.
weekend. Like, I'm so serious. After this weekend, that should end. Because I know there's going to be a back and forth. And I think putting a clock on it, I think it would be helpful.
Well, the way I see it too, it all needs to be deaded on each side, and Lacey needs to just quit posting about it because she's not coming on here to hash it out where everybody has questions and let them ask us questions one on one. Give each other the respectful time, and we can do it. And that's all I said. And I've said it on every platform. If she would just come to me like a woman and we could talk about it, should it have been brought to social media? Hell no. That's a lot of
Mhm.
trauma to unleash on people. That's a lot of trauma for us to rehash all the time. She's used to that shit though. I'm not.
Exactly.
I'm not.
Hmm. So I'm like, yo, come up. This is the most neutral platform you're gonna find in this sector because I always try to be neutral, which is why the timer exists. I want everyone to just state their case. There, you keep on talking about stealing of identity. I think we need to talk about this. You talk about what happened with your ex-husband that wasn't your ex-husband, that now is your ex-husband to protect the child. You also talked about Stormy Perkins' child at length.
Hey,
Please do
hold
me a
on really quick.
favor.
Hold on really quick. I got somebody that wants to say hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, show them your arm, Mom. She still has her arm, but that's what I meant by the claw.
Hello, Molly. Oh,
Hi,
nice.
pretty. Claw
How
hand. I
are
can't move it.
you? So sorry that you were
I
brought
got a lot
into
of
this.
what? Huh?
I'm
She's
so
deaf
sorry
in
you
one
were
ear.
brought into this. Thank you. Hi.
Hi. I got a lot of white hairs. You know where I got them from,
No,
right?
from
I
who?
asked every one of them. I really
It's
did.
awesome to see you. I'm so
Nice
happy.
to see you too.
Okay, I gotta braid her hair real quick. Give me a second.
Yeah, no worry. I love the white hair. You're such a beautiful family. Oh, no, after this weekend, I want people to leave this family alone, okay? We can go back to fighting each other. Like Jesus Christ. So no, I am so sorry.
She attacks all of us, but she's nowhere here around any of us. There's my brother.
Hi. So you see the family, Lacey. Just talk to your family. Stop bringing them on this disgusting sector that only messy people like me like. Come on, stop it. I wouldn't want my mom on here. Okay, my mom. Mm-mm. Like they are all
She said
so.
normally she wouldn't do that, especially with her hair down.
Oh, thank you. I'm happy to see you.
She said, my brother said, just go show we're all here.
There you go. That is your family, Lacey. Stop lying on them or express yourself. There is clearly something you want to tell them because this makes no sense. Like literally, your whole family is here bugging themselves on the internet. You think Mama Perkins wants to be here? None of them want to be here, but they're here for you.
My brother's all for the smoke.
Oh my God. She only talked about one brother that went on. She was talking about Dakota, and she was blaming it on YouTube. Do you think?
No, that wasn't the truth. But I did speak with my brother yesterday, and he asked that he not be brought up in this because he's, for one,
Oh,
there's an ongoing investigation, and for two, he's not here to defend himself.
why is she
But no, it
bringing
has
him into
nothing to
it if
do
there's
with.
an open investigation?
Yeah, there is, but it has nothing to do with YouTube, so we can't address that. I won't address anything to do with that.
Perfect. The important thing is that it has nothing to do with YouTube. The family has actual real situation going on. So I don't know. Does Zach want to talk a
That's
little
part of
bit?
the reason why I got on here and I said what
Yeah.
I said because she was throwing him into the mix, and that's absolutely unnecessary. She needs to leave him the fuck alone.
I'm sorry. Because she talks so much about it, she used it a lot as a weapon. And you all
She has
being
nothing
Native
to do with it.
American.
Like she don't even know any information other than what's public record. There's nothing that she has to find out because the family does not that communicate with her. And to be fair, she came over here asking questions about it. My mom told her to get the fuck away from her house. So there's that. My mom said she has a dark soul.
Oh my God, Mom, she used you a lot to say why you gave her
Hold on.
strength.
While we're here, a lot of people said to address say it as white as you can. What was that about? They were saying that you said to say uh, some kind of Spanish phrase as white as you could. And I said, my mom don't speak a lick of Spanish. If she's saying something, it's to be funny because I guess there was a whole video about it. About you saying something really white. Yeah, you. Do you speak Spanish?
No, I don't speak Spanish.
Are you Native American?
Are you 100% Native American?
I'm not 100% Native American. I do have my great grandfather was 100% Muscalero Apache, but then that goes through
Mm-hmm.
my grandmother, my mom, me, and he was 100%, and that was just on my great grandfather's side.
So it's going all the way down the generations to the percentage we are.
Wow. Did you tell
My
her
my
to?
dad, I don't
Mhm,
know. My stepmom, before she died not too long ago, had told me that my dad also has some type of
mhm,
Indian in him, and then
mhm,
Stormy's dad has a Cherokee Indian in him. So there's a mixture of Indians and that within
mhm,
us, but 100% no. And do I we get the benefits for uh the native part of us and that? No, we don't. And
Oh
that
wow. Okay.
so but it is there. That is not a lie, but 100% no. Um that
Wow.
I and you know it there's just a lot of I think I need to get my DNA done and that so I can see exactly what's in me and how far it goes and that to just totally get this taken care of so that way we know, you know, and that because there's also there's also another one of my aunts had did a DNA on, I think Stormy mentioned it yesterday, on one of my grandma's hair follicles or something. I'm not for sure, but
Mhm.
it come back that I'm just going to say it how she said it.
No.
Okay.
Ethiopian.
Okay. So therefore, that we had a mixture of like colored in us and stuff and that, you know. And that's
Okay.
my
Okay.
aunt. Yeah, my this aunt, she you know,
Mhm,
I have a mixed cousin with her. She, you know, she
mhm,
dates black men and that, and so
mhm,
and that
mhm.
cousin is a little bit older than that, and she was a model and that, and
Ah,
No, she said she was a model for Lane Bryant.
oh, I know, but
oh,
she's
did
not.
she?
But I'm saying that I do have a cousin that was a model that did get paid for it, and that, and I believe that was in Florida, and that, and
Did
Shaka.
he? Did it
And that,
ever
so.
happen that you went somewhere with Lacey and people didn't know you were her mom?
that whenever she was younger, uh,
Mm-hmm.
because she was so pale, and that
Mm-hmm.
whenever we lived in Illinois, they had a lot of migrants there, and that, and they were so they were lighter whenever they were younger, and that, and Lacey's always had really light skin, and yeah, they tried to say that I
Oh my
kidnapped her,
God.
and that in Illinois they did. So
See, I thought she was
Okay, there you
referencing
go.
it to a
What?
time that we
A
didn't think
truth.
that you were
A
Zach's
truth.
mom.
A truth.
yeah,
There you go. I love
See,
that.
and I thought she was saying it from the time that she was referencing where my friend had referenced my brother. I thought that's what she was comparing it to. But see, that's why we
Mm-hmm.
ask all questions from all angles, right?
Yes.
yeah.
Thank you,
If
Stormy, for
yeah,
understanding.
you have to have a conversation with somebody sometimes in great
Yes.
length in order just to get the answer for one thing that is truly the right answer. And sometimes
Thank
it has to
you.
go into great detail and that.
Yes.
You
So,
posted your picture on one of the videos and was saying that you were 100% native. I seen that on YouTube. She
Yeah,
did put
no,
your
she
picture
said
up
that.
there.
which one?
I don't know. It was a picture of you when your hair was black.
Oh, died. Yeah. I earned every one of these white ones, though, sweetheart.
Yes, you did. Yes,
Every
you
one of
did.
them.
Yes, you did.
So, yeah.
Oh, I
Did
seen
you?
something. I don't remember whose live it was,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm gonna say it because they were saying, "Oh, wait, I should have addressed that to Snoopy because I seen it."
Mm.
A thing about her having a big house in a basement or somebody, but I'll address that with Snoopy because I'll address it with Snoopy.
Thank you, Zach.
She was talking to who were you talking to, bro? He
Oh
was
my
telling that
God.
it's on a live.
And Mama Perkins, did she ever contact you to ask you if the spirit of the ancestor needed her to forgive another Native American?
Okay. Let me. No. I've never heard. She's never asked me anything like that. We've never had that type of uh,
Okay.
a relationship close enough to even talk about something like that. And I don't practice that type of a way.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I can honestly, and I'm not saying it to, I'm gonna probably get mad, but there's a reason why I lived, and I feel that I have a purpose in life. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and I just follow my heart. I
Yeah.
don't take it that deep. No, I have not done any type of Indian thing um, to get an answer to tell her. I can talk to her and I can
Mm-hmm.
let her know that I don't agree with what how she thinks, or I
Mm-hmm.
can honestly say all of my kids they're mine, and I don't condone what I'm finding out that she has done, and I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that it's okay, and that
Mm-hmm.
she needs serious help, and it's something that we've discussed in great lengths at times for certain things in that, but I can't be honest with her because
Mm-hmm.
she'll turn it around. And that's a part of
Yeah.
suffering from sometimes PTSD,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not making excuses and that, but I have 4 kids, and she
Mm-hmm.
is the oldest, and she is just a totally different. All of my
Mm-hmm.
kids are different because I've always allowed them to be their own person. I've always
Mm-hmm.
allowed them to make, certain choices in their life, or I've had to make choices for them while they were younger, knowing
Mm-hmm.
that whenever they get older, they could possibly feel a different way, and
Mm-hmm.
that's going to be a choice that's theirs, and so they can own who
Absolutely.
they are and be unique, different people. And I can
Mm-hmm.
honestly say all of my kids are all totally different, and they are uniquely themselves, and that's what makes us so different, and so
Exactly.
just like you, and you're like little Winnie the Pooh. You were being Winnie the Pooh,
Exactly.
and you couldn't sing it in English,
Yeah, no,
but
when whatever.
yeah, you couldn't sing it in English, but I can, but you can't.
Exactly.
Anyways, it was nice talking to you, and I do have to get to the doctor and that, and I do
Okay.
appreciate you listening and
You.
stuff and that, so it's just kind of, um, I
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to have Stormy help set me up where if I need to come in and stuff, I can. I'm not trying
Thank
to.
you.
I just don't. I don't feel that
Mhm.
everything that we're finding out
Yeah.
is a good thing, and
Yeah. No.
it's in Lacey's place to own what she's done, and she knows that it's wrong, and she needs to own up to that, regardless as to I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know how to explain it, but she does need to take responsibility for her actions. Nobody can do that but her because we're finding this out. And if she's said something or done something and we can help fix it or at least let people know that we're not like this. We're not all
Yeah.
like this. We do have a sense of compassion for people in that, and we want to be understood that we don't want to be stigmatized because of what's happened to us, and there's been so much, and that we've gone forward with our life, but she can't let go of the past, and
Yeah.
she needs to know that you know we want to be here for her and we want to help her because we are family, but she gets too um she gets too big head. I don't know if it's big headed or what it is. Lacey is a very intelligent person, and
Mm.
she has there are some wonderful things about her.
Yes.
She made one B plus in school, and
Wow.
she stressed over that B plus, and that
I feel her.
she's been in four national yearbooks.
Wow.
She was a very, very, um, very smart, intelligent person.
Yes.
So to understand her now and what's going on with her and stuff in that, we can't help her unless she wants to help herself. And
Absolutely.
until she does that, we're kind of just lost people. It's not that we don't care, but it's just that she's treated us the same way she's treated a lot of you, and we're
Mm.
leery because we know her and that. But this
Yeah.
has gotten a little bit. It's kind of overkill in a
Oh
sense
yes.
that yes, way too far. And if she continues to get away with it, she's going to continue to do it, and she
Yeah.
needs to know that if she needs us, we can be here for her. We have to sit down as adults and talk in an adult way. And she needs to understand that, sometimes we're not, we all go through our times at certain times. We're like, now that I like Stormy mentioned it, now that I'm older, I look at things not a little bit different because I was a protector. I was my
Yeah.
kids' protector, even though I couldn't
Hmm.
really protect them at that moment. But as they were growing up, all they had was me. I was mom and dad, and I
Yeah.
had to make decisions. I had to make calls
Hmm.
on things that I just like, how's this going to affect them? Because I'd already been through so much turmoil within my life. So it just
Yeah.
kind of, um, I kind of I had to give up my life, but I had to learn how to care about my life and myself in order to
Absolutely.
take care of my kids because they
Absolutely.
didn't ask to be brought into this world. And
Yep.
so, yeah, so I just feel um, if Lacey wants to talk to me, we can talk. And that if she needs to let me know that, what she's done and the severity of it, because she knows what she's doing, there's no
Yeah.
way that she doesn't know, and she needs to understand that you can't, I don't know exactly why she's doing what she's doing. And a lot of it may be attention and that, and then a lot of it is PTSD. A lot of it is troubled
Yes.
things in your mind that you
Hmm.
can't get past, and then you mix it up, and whenever you mix it up, then your mind becomes too confused. So the at the
Yeah.
at the end, what this is that she's her best friend and she's her worst enemy. And her being
Mm-hmm.
her worst enemy is going to cause her to um, destroy her own self. And this is where this is how we've gotten to where we are now, because she didn't have enough respect for another person's thoughts or feelings. She just like, maybe she mixed things up in her mind that she wanted she wanted it to be her on certain things, you know, and certain, like, she couldn't be there to protect her brothers and sisters, so she made up a story. And
Yeah.
that because she wasn't there. You know, she's always been there
Yeah.
for them younger, but then at that moment she wasn't there. So she put something in her mind and she went with it, and you know, she got, maybe people listened to it and were like, "Oh wow," you know, and that. But no, I mean, there's like a lot of old wows in our family, in our situation, and things like that. But we've dealt with a lot of things, and we've done it in a what it all boils down to is how you go about dealing with things. It's got to be in a healthy way. And how
Yeah.
do you know if it's a healthy way if your mind is already going
Exactly.
south? You know what I mean? You don't know if
Exactly.
it's a good, healthy way until, but she doesn't listen to the ones that's already been through it and that know, because she knows
Mhm.
everything. So, you know,
Yeah.
it's just that's my input on it. And you
Mhm.
know, like I said, when you have a little more time for yeah, I got to go to the doctor. So it was nice talking to you, Madge.
It was really nice hearing from you. I'm so happy you feel comfortable coming here.
Yes, I'm fine. I
Thank
watched you
you.
yesterday. I was
Okay,
prepared
great.
already.
Great, great, great. I
It
want
kind
you
of
to
broke
know
the
like this
monotony of
weekend
it
is
all.
really about it's really about for me, it's about understanding all of you because you are real human. People talk about content. This is not about content.
No, we're there's so much there. I mean, you can't really talk about our life in that without jumping so
Mhm.
much
Mhm.
and stuff in that from here to there, and then it makes it hard to understand it and
Mhm.
that. But
Mhm.
right now, at this point, we're still finding out things, and I want to know everything because I can't. There's nothing that we can do, but and it's not even our place; it's Lacey's place to fix what she's done wrong. But we want you
Absolutely.
to know that we're not. That's not how we are. You know, we don't have a lot. We have what we have, but
Mhm.
we don't have to have material things because our life, you know, them
Mhm.
having their mom, they're happy to have their mom alive and that. So,
Exactly.
you know, and that's the most important thing. So, you know, we're not. I'm not going to say that Lacey and I can't be around each other. We don't agree with anything and that. So,
Mhm.
I try to help and that, and it's been a useless cause. Um, I know
Oh
a
my
different
God.
part of Lacey that just can't, you know, she's a very dark person and that, and her soul is sometimes does not go the right way and stuff. I don't know if that makes any sense, but
I
you
think it
know,
makes sense.
yeah, she doesn't have a like to certain things like death and that. She could care less whenever somebody dies, you know, that's close to the family.
Oh
You know,
wow.
doesn't
Yeah,
take a mourning, and that's a lot of that goes back to the PTSD and that, you know.
exactly.
So I'm not going to say like I said, I don't appreciate her putting all of our business out there, and I don't appreciate her lying about our business um to get one up on, you know, to for whatever reasons that she's done. I would apologize to if she has, I'm going to apologize for her right now, and it's not in my place, but
It's
as
not.
my child, I want to let you know that I don't condone it. I don't approve of it. I don't treat people that way, and I don't feel that my kids should treat people that way or anybody else for that matter. And that, you know, we should all try to get along with each other and treat people with respect, because respect is something that, somebody's not going to be loyal to you if you're not loyal to them. You're not going to respect
Absolutely.
somebody if they don't respect you. And until that, you have to earn respect from somebody. You have to show them that you're a caring, good person that cares about what's going on with you. Showing them, like, okay, you had my back, I'm going to have your back, and this is a good thing because it's a healthy thing, because we're taking care of each other, we're respecting each other in
That's
so many different
family.
ways, and that,
Hmm.
so um being loyal to somebody, yes, she's my daughter, no, I don't agree with what she does, and I'm not going to sit there
Exactly.
and lie for her and tell her, or put her on a pedestal in that whenever I know that she's lying. And I have an opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion, and I'm
Absolutely.
57 years old. I'm set in my ways. I was raised old fashioned, and I'm going to
Yes,
stay. And I'm gonna think the way that I think, because that's,
absolutely.
if more people were raised old fashioned in that, we wouldn't be where we are now. We're all technology and that.
We
So
wouldn't be on
we
YouTube.
yes. Yeah. I didn't even know how to figure it out to even get on there. I knew how to
Yeah,
type a message
exactly.
yesterday, and that, so I was just like, and then I was like, okay, Stormy's got this. She's got her truth. She knows, and that, and I'm just gonna let it be. And that,
Yeah,
and if
she's
there's a
really
time,
good.
just
Hmm.
like there was a time I felt like, okay, I was comfortable enough. I don't care. I have all this gray hair. I'm getting old, but I earned it.
Beautiful. Spirit of the ancestor and all. Beautiful.
Yeah. So, but I'm just saying, if she has harmed somebody in any kind of way and they are very hurtful, they can reach out to Stormy and myself, or so we can talk. And that,
Thank you
I'm
so
a good
much.
listener. I'm a good counselor, let me tell you.
Oh, that's
And that,
great.
so
I'm gonna ask for one person. Like, there is one person I would love for you to speak to, and it's Stormy with the Y. She's a content
uh,
creator. I think she is really, really traumatized. And I think she would really benefit to talk to you because sincerely, you're like a bomb to the heart. So I don't know. That would be the only person I will ask you to talk to.
okay, well, if you hear of anybody in that, and I'll let Stormy continue to talk to you, and we'll get the information for this Stormy. If you need to speak with her first,
Yeah, Stormy C Days. She is an older lady that was really hurt, and she's letting the hurt consume her. And I need her to let the hurt go.
out. Yeah, let it go.
Yeah,
Yes, I'll talk with Stormy, and then we'll try to reach out to her. Oh, Stormy talked to her already? Yeah.
yeah. I think,
Yeah, she
Mom,
was
you're
saying
really the
that we
one to talk to
scheduled her
her.
text to see when I be to her house.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
you talking to her, that will make me. I will cry of joy. Sincerely.
Okay. Okay, we can do that. I will talk to
Thank you
her.
so much. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Stormy says she talked to her, so I'll let Stormy reach out to her
Yeah,
probably tomorrow, maybe.
yeah.
Um,
Thank
uh,
you.
so we can get that taken care of. But if there's
Thank you
anybody
so
else
much.
out there in that need to talk to us, I don't like
Yeah,
getting our all of our stuff out there, but she's already put it out there. So if there's anyone that needs to speak with me and stuff and that, just let Stormy know, or and we can talk, and we can try to figure out what the best thing is, or just kind of like, um I don't want I don't want anybody to feel like this is just like the worst family that they've ever met, because we're
no,
not. We're
no,
not all
no.
like that. You
Hmm.
know, we we I just want to try to make it right. It's not my place to
Yeah,
make it right, but I just want to make sure that everybody, I don't appreciate I don't appreciate what she's done. She shouldn't
yeah,
have
I
put our
understand.
family in this predicament. And so, um,
Hmm.
even just to say hello, and I'm sorry, and let's try to just go forward, put it behind us, and let's go forward. and not to contact her anymore, whoever it is. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Just walk away, and
Yeah.
that we'll deal with it the best way we can, and just walk away, and not feed it any longer, not continue to keep it going and going, so we can all get past this, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of things that we haven't
Mhm.
heard, that's going on and stuff and that. So I do appreciate you, Madge, and I'm sorry I took it a little bit longer than what I was
No,
going
I am
to.
so happy you came. I'm so happy that all of you came. Like, it was great seeing you. It's like you're a rock star to me. I've done a lot of research.
I can't sing.
Okay, she was saying that there was somebody saying that my dad had purchased the house in 2025 or
Yeah,
some type of something that I was pulling it up online. So we'll
yeah,
have to look into that.
Yeah, he's deceased, so he's
yeah.
been
Please
gone for
look
how long?
into that. I don't want to look because I don't.
70.
I don't.
Almost 70.
But yeah, I think you should look into that.
Yeah, we'll have to look into that. It could have been anybody, his family too, and
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Because I'm seeing word names that none of you recognize. So maybe it's not even about Lacey. Maybe it's someone else.
So she said some lady named Lynn and Teresa Woodcock or something
Hmm.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
that was pulling up, but I don't know who they are on his side.
Is it in Illinois that they purchased the house?
I
Yes,
don't know.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I can send you the information like privately so you can
there's
just see
there's
it.
two Daryl Perkins though, because my dad's like a junior. It's just spelled different.
Yeah. No, I saw him. I confirmed with the ages. And what is the month of birth of your dad?
August.
Okay.
August 6th.
August 6th. Thank you so much. I will find out exactly if it was really him who purchased anything before you even bother yourself. And I will
Yeah,
just confirm because I just seen it on one site. I don't want you to, like, one site is never enough. You need to watch
yeah,
every, like, at least 5 sites.
yeah. August 6th, 64 is his birthday.
Exactly. One site is never enough for those type of things. And now that I actually know the age and I know the date and I know the name, I will do the research. And if there is something weird, I will absolutely let you know.
Okay, great. Well,
No
that'll be
worries.
more Stormy. She's taken over her dad's things and stuff, and that we've been
Yes,
divorced since
exactly.
when? In 2000, 2001, and that. So, yeah. So,
A question that was asked because Lacey got on her live and said it. Did she have to testify against you, or was it Dad?
Oh my
like,
God.
Yeah.
she had to testify. She had to testify against her dad. It wasn't me.
Okay.
You
That's all I
kids,
needed to
yeah,
know.
you kids got the kids were placed with their uncle, and they were taken from me, and I had to prove that I was fit as a mother to get them back whenever I got out of jail. I mean, got out of the hospital.
No.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
I was thinking
Well,
about,
the hospital is jail. I will say that. So I agree.
and that I meant to say hospital and stuff and that. So I still had to fight for them because
Mhm.
they thought that I had placed them in a what was how was it, Stormy? They they were present at the house whenever it happened. So
Yeah.
I didn't take the steps to get them out of the house or
What?
rectify yes, like I didn't how do I say it? I
You
kept
were
them in
supposed
a
to expect. I can't with the system.
I don't know if it's like how to say it. It's I I kept them in a domestic violent relationship, knowing that it was a violent relationship. I like we kept going, being married and staying together until that happened. So
Of
then
course,
they
it's
had to.
your fault. It's your fault. No. What?
Yeah,
What is
well,
wrong?
whenever things like that happen, you become the victim. You become the victim of the whole system, and
Yeah.
that not just the person that did that to you. The whole
Mm-hmm.
system demises you over and over and
Mm-hmm.
over. And then,
Absolutely.
yeah, and so then, I had to fight for my kids. I got out of the hospital, and I had
Jesus Christ.
it took me. I was in there for a month, and then it took me another month to get my kids back. And then I had to move from one apartment to
Mm-hmm.
another apartment all the way across the apartment complex, and the house was
Mm-hmm.
structured different. So
Jesus
how
Christ.
the house, how the house was whenever where I got shot, or
Mhm.
apartment, the other apartment was the total opposite, and that
Jesus.
so it wasn't bringing too much back to the kids at that
That's
time.
good. That's
Yeah,
good.
the trauma and stuff and that. So there were so many things, and I am going to say this because I never talk about it and stuff and that, but
Mm-hmm.
before this happened, I did try to help my kids and my family, and
Mm-hmm.
that I was seeing a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
I was doing uh group therapy. I was
Yeah.
doing individual therapy, and I was doing marital therapy, all at this in 1 week, every week,
You have
for
done
like
nothing
for
wrong.
years and
You have
that.
not
So
done nothing
I was
wrong.
trying, yes, I was trying to keep my family together and that.
Exactly.
So and I
It's
was,
disgusting
yeah, I
that
was
they're blaming
raised,
you.
yes, I was raised old fashioned, and it was like you,
Exactly.
and I was a subservient wife at that too.
Exactly.
So it wasn't a fact of me keeping them there, because sometimes things would go good for months, wouldn't it, Stormy? And then sometimes it
Oh,
would just go.
it's easy like that to leave the father of your 4 children. Just leave it all willy nilly. Like
Yes,
it's
but it was hard
absolutely
to, because
disgusting.
I had 4 kids by him. They were all his.
Exactly.
And
It's so
so
easy to just go be a single woman with 4 kids. Yay!
yes, we were together 16 years. So that's just like,
Really
why are you just going to give up
disgusting.
on something in that? And you're raised old
Exactly.
fashioned, and it's like, okay, we're going to die together regardless as to what we have to go through.
Exactly.
That's the way
Oh
it was
my
supposed to be. But
God. Not
you
everyone
gotta
just
go to the,
divorced,
okay, bye,
especially in
mom.
those days.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so I know I've said this several times and stuff and that. So I do appreciate you, Madge. And
I
if you,
appreciate you for coming up.
I'm, go- I'm going to reach out to this other Stormy.
Thank you so much.
Yes, and then if anything else comes up in that, just let Stormy know so we can try to, you know, pick. I don't, huh? Address it. You know what I mean?
Yes,
And
for sure.
make it right.
Absolutely.
That's all we can do. And that, so and like I said, I will be there for my daughter. She is my daughter,
Mhm.
and if anything, I'm not taking responsibility for her actions, but I am taking responsibility as her being my child, and fix
Exactly.
what needs to be fixed. And that, so
Exactly.
all I can do is all I can do. And that's it.
And we
But
all
I do
thank you for
appreciate
that.
you.
I
Yes. All right.
appreciate
Bye,
all of you.
everybody.
Thank you so much. My phone is dying, but I will come back later. So I hope you have, your visit and you're doing well. And I hope to see you again.
Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, it's fixing to get out of
Bye.
the.
everyone. Okay, yeah, she's got to go into the doctor. Yeah, for sure. I hope to see you again. Hey, mom. Bye now. Okay, guys, I have literally 5% left. Okay. I was charging. I charged. Okay, guys. And I think hearing from the family is the most important part. I don't care where it is. And I want to offer them the most secure place that they can have for sure. And hearing from Mama Perkins, hearing from Stormy, hearing from Blake, fucking blessing, another blessing. Please don't forget to make it rain for Blake. He is 18-year old on being bothered in this fucking sector. Okay, guys. So as you can see, the PayPal, the Cash App, this weekend is only about this family. And I will be back probably later on. Probably. Because we have a lot of other things to address.
And I really hope that Stormy, the content creator, know that I never had any beef with her. I don't know what's going on with her. And I hope she finds healing. Okay? And I'm going to go take a nap also. Love you all. Bye.